Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show with the three amigos. Hotman, Crowder, and Solana on FM radio. Them boys be sliding, so we riding and we ready to go. 100,000 watts full throttle, baby, ready to blow. We passing coca to Jupiter, we got your attention. You can tune in anywhere, but listen at your discretion. To the legend, Mr. Hotman can't stop him, each of the deuce. My brother got his own hot burger at Tucker Deuce. Now my rush more of these sports, spitting the truth. It's Channing Crowder, greatest Dolphins, who rock up 52. Solana one best of Miami, the voice of FIU. We reppin' to Miami, the Heat and the Panthers too. We reppin' for the Marlins, the Dolphins, that's how we do. We reppin' for the Crips, so it's always about the you. Hey Jimmy, please get a bell on the phone and tell him that it's on. I finally got his name on the song. Can't do it wrong, cause it sounds so sweet. You speak the fast while I keep the crowd on their feet. Football season be the reason that I be bringing this heat. Georgia music representing 104.3. Hey,
Hey!
welcome to the show.
Almost like we planned it with Tobin still in the studio, but listen, going to have to detour a second or two here at the beginning of today's show, because what happened was Tobin, I'm here in the studio in Miami, and Tobin apparently was talking about me and bringing something up on his show that just ended. And I was sitting in the front of the building. I was talking with a couple of people, and I get a text from my friend Buddha, and he's like, man, Tobin is crushing you on the air right now about Goran Dragic. And I walked back to the studio, and I saw Tobin was finishing up his show, and he was talking about me. And so just to give a little background, if you were listening to the show yesterday, I was saying to Crowder and Solana and Jimmy, and by the way, I've shared this before, I think Goran Dragic is a little needy from Heat Nation at times. No, I know, I understand. I just think he's a little needy. But this was something that really is meant for the confines of our little radio show. I wasn't trying to get into Heat Nation with my Goran take because it's more cutesy radio shtick. And Solana Crowder did me dirty.
What do you do?
Social media. He sent out one of these, what do they call, Vines?
Yeah, Vine.
He vined him? Solana.
A kick out of my own old references. Vines was funny.
You can't
though,
cute
right?
your way out of this one. I'm furious.
I can't cute my way out of
you
this.
can't.
I think by
you.
the end of the segment, I will have myself cuted out of this. So Solana posts on Instagram. He sends it out on the 104.3 QAM Instagram account. Did me so dirty. My Goran take, which was tongue in cheek yesterday. Crowder, I was like, Goran doesn't need to give Giannis his approval for number 7. 12 people have worn number 7 since Goran wore it. What'd you call him yesterday? Top 20 Heat player of all time?
Yeah, about top 20.
Yeah. I mean, and that's fine. But, like, he doesn't have to get, like, did he give his approval to Khalil Ware?
I believe he did give his approval to Khalil Ware.
Okay. 1 approval's enough then. That's it. Like that.
He
like,
also, I think,
like,
Kyle Lowry claimed that he called Goran for permission to have number 7.
So
So
how many
2 approval,
approvals?
that's enough
You
approvals.
need approvals because
Like,
you want to know why?
for
Because
the rest of time, number 7 has to be approved by Goran Dragic.
first of all, it should already be in the rafters. The fact that it keeps getting passed around like a cigarette is ridiculous. He should already be up in the rafters because he's arguably the greatest Heat point guard of all time. But the idea that you want to make it seem like he's some run-of-the-mill role player is infuriating to me.
Well, isn't that kind of what they're telling you, though, when they've given his number to Kyle Lowry and Khalil Ware? And who was wearing it during Summer League?
Ryan Conwell.
Ryan Conwell was wearing number 7. Like, does Ryan Conwell need to come out with a heartfelt statement allowing Giannis to wear number 7? Like, I mean, what are we doing here, Tobin?
No, like you're I know you think you're being funny right now. You're not. I mean, this guy was the leading scorer on a finals team. If his foot doesn't explode, we're talking already that he'd have another championship. who knows if we even go down the hole of Jimmy?
Well, then let's put Nick Saban in the Dolphins' Ring of Honor.
What? How is that the same?
Because if he chose Drew Brees, they probably win some.
That's
Super
the same thing.
Well,
to you?
if you're gonna do the if this happened, this might have happened. Let's put Nick Saban in the Dolphins' Ring of Honor.
4 wins from a championship is the same as an entire coaching career.
You know what's funny is I was gonna try to cute my way out of this, and now I'm just doubling down.
I don't like.
Don't post this.
I don't like what you're doing. And quite frankly, Crowder, I haven't liked what you've been doing with Chris Bosh lately either. You
Yeah,
guys, one rebound wonder.
Let's get
I
him.
don't like that either.
Let's get him.
You know, we give him.
Get him, Tobin!
They're the most beloved Heat players of all time. Like, what's their approval? 200% Chris Bosh and Goran Dragic, and you guys are somehow taking a dump on their legacy.
Tobes. My point was, you get Amari Stoudemire that offseason, added to Wade and Braun, they still got 2 out of 4.
They got Amari Stoudemire. He was terrible down here.
Bosh gets credit for taking a back seat to basketball and standing over in the corner. Bosh is a great player.
I distance myself from that take. I distance myself from that. And I really do appreciate Goran Dragic. He does not belong in the Raptors.
It's ridiculous.
Unless he's buying tickets.
I don't know what he's doing.
That's where his seat should be.
You're telling me that a guy who was the leading scorer on a finals team, an all-star. I mean, mind you, it's a little bit of a weird history the Heat have. I mean, Shaq's up there for playing 2 seasons, so I'm just going by what
they won
they've
a
had.
championship.
But if his foot doesn't break,
you can't do that.
They win a championship. It's all by injury. That entire run, the only reason they get to the finals is because of Goran Dragic.
Led the team in scoring until the finals.
But again, I'm not trying to diminish what Goran meant to the Heat.
What? You're not?
No, I'm not. Is anyone is Ronnie Cycli in the Rafters?
No.
So is anyone in the Rafters who didn't win a championship?
Tim Hardaway.
Tim.
So Tim Hardaway. So
actually the best point guard to ever play for
best
the Heat.
point guard. I mean, inarguably.
Not
the best.
inarguably.
Inarguably.
Not inarguably.
Inarguably.
If his foot doesn't explode and he has a championship, then he gets the nod over Tim.
I don't think so.
I think he does, dude.
Yeah.
How many All-Star games did Tim Hardaway make?
I want to say 3.
How many did Goran make?
1.
When he was the first choice.
He wasn't the first choice. He was like, that's how I got into that bet with the Australian member of Parliament.
He was the third choice, if I remember correctly. Boy, I do have a lot of disdain for Goran.
I don't understand it. He's the most lovable person in the world.
I like him a lot. He just seems to insert himself a lot of places.
He's at every game waving his hand at the crowd. He's Goran Dragic.
But like he's trying to get the cameraman's attention to put him on. Like, you know how they show celebrities, and a lot of times the celebrities don't even want it. He's like, hey,
I don't understand this. Hold on. So
show me.
Nat Moore has been at every Dolphins game known to man for 30 years.
If you're going to blaspheme Nat
I'm
Moore
not going to
on
blaspheme.
this show,
but what Goran Dragic just
will.
wants to go to a basketball game, and you guys are judging.
No,
Goran
calling
him an attention.
Goran doesn't just want to go to a basketball game. He wears his Dragic jersey. He brings his own camera crew.
If Crowder posted that for Philip Wheeler, hey, 52,
it would be just as absurd.
It's not that would be nice.
That would have been absurd.
It's the same thing. If I gave my blessing to Philip Wheeler, it's the same as Dragic giving his blessing to somebody.
But it would be you today giving your blessing to whoever's wearing 52 for the Dolphins.
If he did it for Jacob Rodriguez, I think it would be Goosey's. I would love that. I would.
That's how far Crowder is removed from Goran wearing number 7.
But he also sneakily recruited. You don't think that he was in Milwaukee telling Giannis how much it sucks to be in Milwaukee? And he's like, brother, please, just go to my
How about Goran and Davion stop flying around everywhere and just
you're going to take out Davion Mitchell now?
You're against travel?
I'm wearing my Heat hoodie. I'm all about I'm a Heat lifer.
You just went to Switzerland and did you see Jackson Hayes? Who did you see?
I thought Miles Turner.
Miles Turner.
I laughed like Jackson Hayes is so outlandish. No, it was Miles Turner.
Hey, Tobin, you see what I deal with? There I bring up the fact that Pelle Larsson is going to be a really elite role player for the Miami Heat this year. It's like I'm the biggest Heat homer of all time. And the reality is, like, one guy hates Goran Dragic, one guy hates Chris Bosh.
He
That's
doesn't.
what I'm dealing with here.
Tobin, let's be honest about it. We would say this is an amazing lineup. We got Bam, we have Giannis, Bron comes in. Now we got Davion at the 1. If we could bring in another guard or somebody on the wing, we'll be set. And then Solana will say, we got Pella coming off the bench.
Yeah.
Who the hell cares about Pella Larson right now?
Obviously, you guys weren't watching what he did in the World Cup qualifiers for Sweden.
Yeah.
But Pelle Larsson put up 30 a game for Sweden.
No, it's definitely difficult to
He's
rise.
got a headband now, too.
It's definitely difficult to rise to the top of the Swedish team.
It is hard.
No, I know.
Imagine being the greatest player in your country's history.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot
That's
of
it.
top
He is the Michael
Swedish
Jordan of Sweden.
basketball players.
Yeah. I watched a little kid drop 40 in a AAU tournament the other day, Tobes.
See, this is unfortunately what Solana does, and now Tobin's doing it, is he's painting me into some corner about Goran Dragic, and he's painting Crowder into a corner about Chris Bosh, and that's not what
Chris Bosh take was crazy.
That's not what we're about. Oh, you haven't heard half his Chris Bosh takes. Like,
he's just like, anybody. Jamal McLaurin, if you give him the shots, he would have done
give me the ball, LeBron. No. Give me the ball, Wade. No. Okay, well, that was my contribution. Just to not take the ball?
I believe he said any big in the NBA could have been Chris
Bosh. Do you guys
Bosh.
remember how many bigs we went through to try that before they were just like, hey, Chris, you just be the center?
With the take. I
like,
don't agree.
Crowder, did you not remember the Dexter Pittman game? How terrible that was because Chris was hurt for those Pacers series.
But I do agree with Crowder that there are plenty of bigs. I shouldn't say plenty, but there's more replace. There are more players who could have replaced Bosh, and they still would have gone to 4 finals than could have replaced either Wade or LeBron. Yeah. So what he's saying, right? No.
Somebody has to be 3 in a big 3.
Correct, and that's all Crowder's point is that he was easily the 3.
Yeah, but
the 3 is the most replaceable component.
He's not making. But Crowder, you packaged it like the 3 of the big 3 is Joel Anthony. Like that's what you made him sound like.
He's not Joel Anthony, but it's just I hate that everybody when you say and he said, look at his number. I'm like, look at his numbers. Look at it. Well, he had to take a back seat. So for you to get in the back seat that's your claim to fame, and then you get 1 rebound and kick it out to somebody for a 3 in the finals, and now he's very good. He's a Hall of Famer.
The greatest rebound in the history of the league, and he makes it seem like that's all Chris Bosh has ever done.
And making it sound like he had 1 rebound in
the other thing is
his like tenure.
I just don't think he's recalling, and maybe it was just because like you're foggy now because everybody won the championship. How bad it was the games he was out against Indiana and the Celtics, where they blew a 2-0 lead.
Remember in that 21-game winning streak, I think Chris Bosh single-handedly, with Wade and LeBron both out, single-handedly kept that streak going.
Big shot Bosh.
Yeah, he had some good stretches.
Just to the Hall of Fame. And when his blood didn't work, then we are.
But I want everyone to take down my Goran video. I don't I don't stand by that.
I just think it's a crazy thing. Your favorite player is Matas Buzelis, and this is how you treat Goran?
I mean,
like, what are we doing?
Tell me you're not scared of that Bulls team. You want to talk about the Swedish team? Did you see Caleb Wilson in Summer League?
He did look incredible.
Yeah. Caleb Wilson, Matas Buzelis, Josh Giddey.
Yeah,
I mean,
Buzelis is the Bosh in this situation.
Tell me, and you just told me how important the Bosh is in that situation.
To say that you love Matas Buzelis and you treat Goran Dragic like he's Blake Ahern.
Matas Buzelis went to the slam dunk contest in his rookie season.
So what? Keshad Johnson just won it, and they just told him to hit the bricks
in his rookie season. Yeah, but who's that terrible Florida coach? Billy Donovan. Billy Donovan was killing Matas. Like he stunted his growth for 2 or 3 seasons.
That was his Kalel?
Yeah, exactly. He was way too hard on. He would sit him at the end of games when everybody else was out there. That's Billy Donovan, piece of garbage.
How did Matas do in that dunk contest?
It's not how he did, though. That's not the question. It's like that's like bringing up wins and losses for the Dolphins this coming season. It's more, was he out there?
Okay.
Was he representing?
I got you.
He didn't have 1 dunk. He didn't make 1.
He missed 5.
I know I'm doing this with him being intangibles Euro guy, but I wouldn't picture him with the dunks.
Well, I thought, and that's where you're wrong.
Okay.
And that's where you're wrong.
Is he a big in-game dunker?
He is. Do I need to put together a Modest Buzelis highlight reel for you?
No, but I think you should go back and watch some Goran Dragic highlights.
I guarantee you, Modest Buzelis has more highlights in his 2 seasons with the Bulls than Goran had in 7 seasons with the.
Are you just trying to bury yourself into more ridiculous
what?
things?
Okay, so what is the?
You realize like he was the best player for Eurobasket with Luka on it, right?
He
was the MVP.
I know. We pay a lot of attention to Eurobasket.
You should. If you're a Matas Buzelis fan,
I pay more attention to Wii basketball than Eurobasket.
They are actually calling in Lithuania. They're calling Matas Buzelis, Kaspars Jakačionis, and Valanciunas. They are calling them the Lithuanian Big Three.
Now, what is Goran's signature moment with the Heat?
His signature moment, I would say, is smacking Ben Simmons upside the head.
Yep.
So something non-basketball related.
It is basketball related. You're saying that's non-basketball related?
Because I would say if you did a Mount Rushmore of Goran moments with the Heat, it's going to be
go 20,
an injury.
Do you really
that's
want
number
to give an
one. Getting injured is
knee
number
brace.
1. Yeah.
Wow.
His knee brace has to be on the list, Hobbs.
Why are you
the Austin Burke commercial?
Yeah. He giving away 7 suits for the price of ties.
He looked very handsome, nice.
I swear to God, this is not my opinion of Goran Dragic. I'm doing this just to annoy Tobin.
Game 7 against the Hornets, shut it down right after Purple Shirt Guy. Who won Game 7? Goran Dragic.
You're telling me Purple Shirt Guy game is remembered for Goran Dragic?
No, I'm saying the game after Purple Shirt Guy game, the series still had to be won.
After Purple Shirt game,
Game 7, huh?
You have to win a Game 7.
What are we doing here? Oh, the biggest concert in Philadelphia history was the day after Live Aid when the Cocteau twins played a small club date.
Dragic sent Giannis home in the bubble.
Like, what are we doing here? The game after Purple Shirt game.
He sent Giannis home in the bubble.
Oh, you hate Giannis now.
I love Giannis.
And
I'm glad that he got Goran Dragic. I think it's hilarious that a man that giant is petrified of lizards.
It is weird when you move down here, because I remember when I moved down here and you're like walking on a sidewalk or whatever, and they're just shooting back and forth, even the little ones. And you're like, what world am I living in? My first college roommate was Jim Frivola, I think, or the Ticket Wizard. But I moved into an apartment with Jim Frivola, and there was a lizard on the wall, a little one. And I was standing on a table, and he was from Florida all his life. And he's like, but and I'm like, no, you have to get that now. Like, you have to spray it with Raid, do something. I can't concentrate if this lizard's going to be on the wall. Like, takes a while, takes a minute, Giannis.
I don't think you go after the frogs. Take him on the fan boat, Crowder.
Yeah, we got to get Giannis going in South Florida, man. He's going to be here a long time.
I think the Giannis thing with the lizards, in all honesty, I think he had a lot going on in his head because he hadn't yet been given the seal of approval from Goran to wear number 7. So that probably was weighing on his psyche a lot. And then when that came through, he probably isn't as scared.
Well, it came in late because he did the last switcheroo. So, he never talked about it, Goran, because we all thought he was wearing 34 because the Heat had an entire store filled with it.
2 blunders by the Heat that they never make.
Was it a blunder?
I mean,
we're getting LeBron, dude. I don't know what you're like. Why are we upset about this?
But why? Yeah, but why do you have that up there? Like, how
we're getting LeBron?
You're kind of a YouTube star. How far in advance does one need to create a page for a live YouTube broadcast?
If you know how to use YouTube,
you'd imagine their social media person
2 hours if you wanted to put a preview on it. But if it's an old person who doesn't know how to use YouTube,
well, you think Pat Riley put up the YouTube link?
I do think this because everybody's making the joke. They think it's an intern, right? I think
it was Andy Ellisberg.
No, I think what happens is they're like, "Hey, Bob, can you handle the YouTube stuff?" He goes, "Oh yeah, I got you."
Why would you have Bob do this?
I think it's
kind of an important press conference. Why would you hand it off to Bob?
Because I think it came out that they were looking for a YouTube guy for like a month. So they don't have a YouTube guy, which means somebody had to be the YouTube guy.
So this guy didn't work himself into the role.
No.
He's janitor.
It's like, it's like when they tell a program director, "Hey, could you run our country station and our adult contemporary?" It's like, sure.
Right.
It's like you don't say, it's like it's not like a really permission. You're just running 2 radio stations now.
So was
And
Keith
so-
Askins put up the YouTube
Maybe.
link?
He's like, hey, when you're scouting Keith, you're scouting the rookies, but can you also make the YouTube link for LeBron? I think that's what happened.
My number 2 suspects, truthfully, in this scenario, Tobin, would have to be Coach Tony Fiorentino or Crazy Andy, because a lot of people aren't visiting the store right now, so he's got a lot of free time on his hands, right?
Now that you mention it, it's 100% Uptown Dale.
Damn.
It's either Banana Man or Uptown Dale. Let's do headlines real quick because Zach Gelb is going to join us. You're more than welcome to stick around for as long as you want today, Tobin. You can stick around for all 4 hours if you.
I will say goodbye to you because I can only stand your face for so long for what you said.
I withdraw all my Goron slander.
That's cool. The damage is done though.
But I would like to withdraw it. It can't be done if I.
I'll ask him if he forgives you.
All right, please don't tell him my name though, and tell him I'd like a picture and an autograph. I'd like him to sign my hoodie. Ask him if he would sign my 3-piece suit. I think Goran made the YouTube page. He's like, I'll do anything around here, Pat.
That's
Let
what
me
it
know.
was.
Let me know. He's like, I can't believe you gave the hibachi job to Whiteside when I would have done that. Have you seen my onion volcano?
He just walks around the Kaseya Center.
I used to make onion volcanoes for Zoran all the time. Open left. I mean, disgusting.
Choo 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 choo.
Tobin is so mad. All right, real quick, because I do want to have time with Gelb. So real quick look at the headlines brought to you by Durrell Hyundai. In Miami, we go to the beach for a little solcito. When we want a low price, we save with a Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Durrell Hyundai. You had one ally for a 4-hour show, but
I feel
that was delightful for you.
I feel I was just so good. I also feel proud of myself that Tobin lasted 18 minutes with you two. Like I do this every day for 4 hours.
Tobin walked out after 18 minutes. He's done it for 4 hours a day for like 6 years.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
He texted me during that Chris Bosh take when Crowder and I were fighting about it.
Yeah.
And I know if Tobin's texting me during a segment,
He's outraged.
he is genuinely in his car driving home, outraged.
Yeah, he was disgusted just looking at me in here. He was so mad.
He should have been outraged by Bosch's contract.
Sorry for vining you, Hawk. I apologize.
That was a good reference. Remember? I mean, Vine for a minute.
Oh, I love Vine.
Fun as hell.
Yeah. So the Heat are a little under fire right now because of that scheduled YouTube video. The press conference was scheduled. That YouTube video was scheduled for July 27th. And then there was the follow-up. Anthony Chang of the Miami Herald tweeted out that the video did not mean that any sort of decision was made. It was just the Heat essentially preparing in the case.
As by the way, remember, Ira Winderman has told us a number of times on this show, he has articles ready to go. LeBron is back with the Heat. LeBron is back with the Cavs. I was texting with Ira today. He made it to Sweden, by the way. LeBron surprised the world by going to Minnesota. Ira told us he could write a book. He's got so many columns that were pre-written of a alternate sports universe with things that didn't happen. The key, of course, is to not hit publish.
Yeah. And the thing is, it's all about who gets it first now. So it's not like you can be late on it. You have to have something out so people can consume it.
My gut instinct with the Heat YouTube link, and I want to take a break so we have enough time with Gelb. My gut instinct is LeBron's camp gave 5 teams heads ups. Hey, this isn't going to go on forever. We're probably going to have a decision by Sunday or Monday. You are one of the final 5 teams. And so we're just giving you a heads up that sometime at, let's say, between 5 p.m. Sunday and 3 p.m. Wednesday. I'm just saying this is how I perceive it happening. Be ready at a moment's notice to go if we tell you you're the team.
Yeah.
And some teams are very good at preparing for stuff like that, like the Miami Heat.
Mm-hmm.
Most teams don't want to get caught flat-footed in a situation like that. So, and Ira has pointed out, and I think other writers have pointed out, LeBron didn't let the Heat know he was coming here till minutes before he did in 2010. Didn't know let the Cavs know he's going there till minutes before. Lakers the same. So I do not believe they told the Heat, Monday is the day we do the press conference, keep it on ice for a week. I believe they told the Heat and other teams, be ready, because it's going to be the beginning of next week.
Yep.
And you might be the team.
Yep. You hit it on the head.
I think he's coming here. I don't think you schedule a press conference, a specific time, a specific day with a press conference, introductory press conference without knowing.
Why would they go through all this? Rich Paul and LeBron go through a week of keeping it on ice still when they know it's going to get found out. Someone's going to find out, which now maybe you have. Why would you do it? If all the times in the past you've done it with seconds notice, why would you give a week's notice this time?
Because they're changing up their style. I mean, it's not the craziest thing in the
world. Why
Doc.
would you change up your style when you've kind of had a working, like you have a working system for a quarter century? You know what I mean? Like his system has worked. So why would you change it up?
What advantage would it be for LeBron's camp to give it to the Heat that early?
There is no advantage. I'm not suggesting that there's an advantage or that this is the way that they're doing it because it would be better. It could have just slipped out in conversation between him and Giannis let the Miami Heat know, hey, this is happening, be prepared. And the powers that be sent out maybe a very internal memo and said, hey, this is happening, be prepared.
I just don't think you do that a week in advance. If you nowadays, you can't keep that stuff. If more than one person knows, you can't keep it secret nowadays. Anyway, let's have time for Gelb.
Inter Miami plays today. They're back after their stoppage from the World Cup. Casemiro was announced today by Inter Miami, the Brazilian at one point superstar. He comes over from Manchester United. However, as is oftentimes the case with Inter Miami, they're now being investigated by the MLS over tampering charges. I'll explain later. The Marlins,
go for their ninth loss in a row tonight.
Yeah, their losing skid continues. They will try to snap it tonight in H-Town. Your weather in South Florida right now, it is 91 degrees. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the low 80s. That's brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping homeowners stay safe this storm season. Visit tornadoroofing.com for a free roof and window estimate.
Zach Gelb will join us in the next segment. You know I'm a huge believer in Atlantic Men's Clinic. Wasn't feeling like myself as I got older, was getting tired more easily, and it's why I started getting testosterone at Atlantic Men's Clinic. And guys, low testosterone is something men younger and younger are experiencing. So if your game isn't what it used to be, you've got less energy, less drive, you don't feel like yourself, you deserve to feel your best. At Atlantic Men's Clinic, their advanced medical strategies featuring TRT, GH peptides, NAD+, GLP-1, PDA, and more treat low T and other hormonal issues to help you shed pounds, have more energy, improve your sleep, increase your sex drive, and so much more. They have successfully treated many men for low T, including me, and I will tell you, you will absolutely notice a difference. So if you think you might be low T, go to AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. They have a low T quiz right there on the website. Takes 2 minutes. Take it, and then schedule a consult with Atlantic Men's Clinic. They do your lab work. They have your results within 30 minutes, and then a Florida licensed medical provider will review your results with you and discuss your options, and then you'll make a decision together with their medical team. So don't ignore the signs. Call them today. Take that first step towards feeling better again. They have 7 locations in South Florida. Give them a call, 877-455-7300, 877-455-7300, or you can visit AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. Featured therapies are compounded and have not been evaluated nor approved by the FDA. Provider prescription required. See website for details.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Ground beef.
All right, Zach Gelb is going to join us on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline. He hosts the Zach Gelb Show on 365 Sports. He's the studio host for NFL and college basketball on Compass Media Networks. He hosts shows on a bunch of Odyssey stations, including here on QAM, WFAN in New York. He was on with Carton yesterday, WEEI in Boston. You can follow him on social media at Zach Gelb, ZACHGELB. In fact, he's filling in for me this Friday, I believe, and Monday. He's working with Josh Appel on this show, unless LeBron announces Miami. Then I will be here from 2 till 6 days. Yep, that is the truth. I'm not going anywhere. I was just taking a couple days. Mental health days. You try to work with Solana and Jimmy for 4 hours a day, 5 days a week. Trust me, you'll need some mental health days yourself.
And also when Channing's sitting there trying to decide if he wants to go in or out of the closet, that's probably difficult on you as well.
Hey, man, it's called a dressing room.
That's no dressing room. That's a closet, buddy.
He's done the show from a closet a couple of times lately. Where are you? Up in New Jersey?
Yeah, Mount Laurel. We did we did the podcast at NFL Films.
No invite, come into the city, do a little dinner. No.
They got any employees left there over at the NFL offices?
It's a little light on the human interaction.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a timely joke this week.
I know, it's a rough one, man. Gelby, do you believe in the year, and we can talk about the social media stuff, but do you believe in the year 2026, LeBron can still captivate us in the fashion that he has captivated us?
Yeah, he's got all of us by the cojones right now. La Drama, we are waiting and waiting and waiting for him to make a decision. And I said it last week. I will go 10 toes down, as the kids say. I believe that he's taken his talents back to South Beach. Round 2, LeBron James. I came on this show many months ago and said Giannis Antetokounmpo will be a member of the Miami Heat. I will now say LeBron James will be a member of the Miami Heat as well.
And you know what? A narrative that's getting to me. We talked about it, and I thought about it. This whole LeBron's holding NBA and Adam Silver hostage. This is great for NBA. They're talking about it on every show. We're doing LeBron updates. This is post-Summer League. No one's going to talk about the NBA. He's keeping it relevant. This is great for the NBA for LeBron to be doing this.
Yeah, because I love how people all pretend to care about Summer League, and I think you're a loser if you're sitting there and going, oh, this is the greatest thing ever, Summer League. Like, nobody actually cares. So I would like to see
unless you're watching Caleb Wilson with the Bulls, I have to say.
Yeah.
He had an unbelievable summer league.
That means you're a bigger loser than I ever thought you were, Hawk. I only thought there was one loser on this show. I didn't know you that fell into that line. But come on, stop at the Summer League. I will say, though, Crowder, I agree with your point, but after this week, yes, if you wait till Tuesday to make the decision next week, it's not that big of a deal, but the appetite starts to go away. It's like, all right, bro, make the decision already.
So if this plays out the way you expect it, Gel, but La Drama ends up in Le Miami, do the Heat become Le favorites to win Le title?
No, no, senor. It would still be the New York Knicks, but the Heat would immediately be a top 3 team in the Eastern Conference. And I think that the 3 contenders, I'd probably go, it would be the Knicks, Miami, and Philly. I know people say, oh, well, Halliburton's coming back, and the Cavs are still a good team, but I would say those would be the 3 best teams if LeBron goes to Miami.
How are you
the Knicks would be
there?
there.
Wait a second. How are you getting that the Knicks, are you doing it just because they won a championship? You're telling me the Knicks on paper would be better than Giannis,
Yes.
Bam, and LeBron?
Yes.
In what world?
How about their backcourt? Jalen Brunson, OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges. You still have Karl Anthony Towns down low. Yeah, they re-signed Landry Shamet. They still have Deuce McBride. Like, yes, the Knicks won a championship, and they only had to sweat in 1 series, and it was their first-round series. They beat the Spurs in 5.
No,
they
I'm
swept
saying,
Philadelphia.
But what I think you're doing is
swept
you're
the
saying,
Cavs.
hey, I watched what they did last season, so they're the favorites, and you can do that, obviously, with most returning champions, assume that they're going to be the favorites. But on paper, the Heat, to me, seem more talented than them.
I came on this show in the Eastern Conference Finals, and you guys got on me when I said the Knicks don't need LeBron. So just because you guys, there's a need for you guys in Miami for LeBron, there's not one in New York. The Knicks are a better top-to-bottom team, even if the Heat get LeBron. And sure, Tim Hardaway Jr., good player. even though his father was a coward and didn't stick by his number staying up in the rafters and lied to Crowder and Solana and us after he yelled at me.
Not that you're holding
Yelled at me for asking the question about 10 times. He goes, "Do you not listen? You sound like one of my kids." Well, we ended up being right because your wife ended up telling you what to do, Tim. All right? Like Wiggins, really good player, top to bottom. Yeah, there's a lot of star power on the Miami Heat, but even with LeBron, they're not better than the Knicks.
What do you think about what we were talking about with Brendan Tobin in the first segment today? I know you haven't followed the Heat as much as we have. Goran Dragic came out with a statement essentially saying, hey, good luck with number 7, Giannis. Take it to the next level. Like, it was like, hey, I'm passing you my number and you do well with it. And I was saying, I don't know, Goran, Khalil Ware's worn number 7 the last few seasons for the Heat. Kyle Lowry wore number 7. They had it assigned I keep forgetting the guy's name.
Ryan Conwell.
They had it assigned to Ryan Conwell in Summer League.
Are you guys being this actually happened?
Yeah. And Tobin and Solana crushing me for suggesting that Goran doesn't really need to be doing that.
All right. Hawk, you're 1,000% correct. Like, Tobin and Solana, I know that they love the Heat, and they go all the press conferences, and the Heat, they give him Giannis, they give him Bobby Portis, right? So they got to say everything positive about the Heat. If I tell you LeBron, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, even my pal Tim Hardaway Sr., Alonzo Mourning, and then Dragon Ball Z, like, who doesn't belong there? Give me a break. He now has to allow his number to be worn when it's already been worn?
Well, that was the hang up that I had. Now, if he was the only one who had worn number 7 and it hadn't been worn since he wore it, maybe I said it's like Crowder coming out with whoever's wearing 52 for the Dolphins now in 2026 saying, hey, man, take 52 and make it your own.
You know, it would be like
9 other guys have already made it their own.
Be like if I worked here for another month, continue to fill in, do great when I fill in, and then I got a job somewhere else. And then you guys hire a new filling guy, and I go, you know, really do me proud. You have the right to be the next Gelb. Go ahead. Go get him. Pat you on the butt. Go away.
Oh, Solana's steaming right now.
Because
first of all, steaming in his
because you're a dope, Solana, on this.
First of all, you have a
slobber of these random dudes.
You have a random dude. Goran Dragic is a random dude now.
In the big landscape, yes.
He led the Miami Heat to the 2020 NBA Finals as a leading
and they lost.
Scorer. Oh, he got hurt. If
the Knicks would have lost in the final, you would have been sitting here saying, oh, you know, they just got there. They stink. They suck. They blow. You know, waste. It doesn't mean anything. You didn't win the championship. Come on. You're being a fraud. You're being a hypocrite. You're being a fraud.
I still kind of think you guys are a little overrated, honestly.
Oh, you were reading that.
If you're reading that roster, and I got to be 100% honest with you.
Landry Shamet.
Play-in tournament this year for you guys.
What are you talking about? I'll take Caleb Wilson over anybody.
Everybody's better than Jalen Brunson until you actually have to show it in the court and be better than Jalen Brunson. That's been Solana the whole way. He picked the Hawks. He sat there. He said Donovan Mitchell with the Cavs were going to win in 5. The Knicks didn't even need a 5th game. They won in 4.
I got another thing for you, too. That Drake May is going to stink this season.
I dealt with Carding yesterday. Who tried to tell me that the Jets were going to win more games than the Patriots, and the Patriots would be a 5-win team. Now, Craig can't bet anymore, but I sat there and I'm like, what do you want to bet? Like, you want to do pizza? You want me to fill in for you and, like, take over the show? Like, the Patriots are going to double the Jets' win total. Give me a break.
Gail, that Knicks roster, and I'm usually on your side. They play well together, but talent-wise, there's a lot of the Phillies, the Heat. If we get LeBron, we're more talented than them. Karl Anthony Towns is going to ask to come out the game if he has to play against Giannis and Bam at the same time.
You guys all slobber over Heat culture. The Knicks are basically what you guys love. This is a team built off of chemistry and culture that exceed expectations. What all you slobber about with the Heat, and I said this to you last year. Go back. I'll find the YouTube clip. What the Heat are doing and what they've done and what you guys love is exactly what the Knicks have done, except they won a championship.
No, I give them all the credit in the world. I'm literally just taking issue with you saying the Knicks are the upper echelon of the East, and then let me start to. It's like Zlatan with his, who's the World Cup best players in the World
Yes,
Cup. And he's
they're
like,
in the number one spot.
he's like they are the defending champions. I'm not taking that away. I'm just saying to be intractable that there's another team that may have gotten better than them during the offseason because they won the championship the previous season is folly.
I didn't say the Knicks are the greatest and the Heat suck. I said the Heat are a top 3 team in the league if they get LeBron. They may be a top 3 team in the league even without LeBron, in the East, excuse me. So it's like to sit here and make me out to be like, I'm like, oh, the Knicks are all the way up here and the Heat are all the way down there. That's not a true representation.
Bride and Shamit is like your closers there.
I mentioned 6 names before that. By the way, I do need to praise? John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt with the Dolphins. Crowder, you love this. Taking care of your own. You're coming on in. You don't just pay everybody. You pay guys that deserve it. And my guy, Devon Achane, and then also Jordan Brooks.
Yep.
They paid 3 guys this offseason, and all 3 of them were worthy. They were probably the only 3 worthy of getting big contracts.
Yep, Pro Bowl and the culture guys. The guys that work hard, don't do any of that foolishness, lead the team. Like they're setting the standard you're talking about. Like the Heat culture you're making fun of, Gelby. They're setting a standard like that. We'll see if it works, but I do enjoy what old John Eric Sullivan is his name.
Yeah, John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt. I'm not making fun of the Heat culture. I'm just like, what you guys love with the Heat is exactly what the Knicks were. And Tom, Dick, and Harry over here, all you guys do is just crush the Knicks after they win a championship.
That's not true.
Yes,
we
it is.
Celebrated the Knicks. And in fact, Solana was giving us grief during that playoff run when I was saying it was good for basketball. All I'm saying is the Miami Heat added Giannis, top 5 player in the league, to Bam, an already established stalwart, and now might add LeBron, the second greatest player to ever play the game. And you're like,
Knicks
first, and then we'll talk about the rest of the East. And I'm like, I'm not certain that you're seeing the forest through the trees.
By the way, 52 Crowder is the number you wore, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You have an issue with Patrick Paul wearing that number?
No, he's a big fella. I don't want to issue with him.
I'm just saying. I think you should be like Dragon Ball Z and issue a statement that it's okay that he wears that number this year.
If he was a safety or maybe just a fullback, but yeah, he's about 6'7", 320. I'll let him have it.
Okay, so you're getting softer in your older years, is what you're telling me.
Yeah. I got about, if I get in a fight, 25 seconds in, I'm gonna pass out.
They'll have Crowder powder ashes on sale too.
If Conor McGregor lasts longer in fights than Crowder at this point is.
You know what? We finally found someone that has better knees, worse knees than Crowder. Conor McGregor. His knees stink. Those chicken legs.
Yeah, but I was throwing batting practice for my son and almost passed out just tossing the ball over a net. I know I can't fight anybody anymore.
Oh,
man, that's a shame.
For those of you on the chat who just can't get enough of Zach Gelb, he will be here Friday and Monday unless the Heat get LeBron.
I have a question on this.
Yes, go ahead.
So when they got Giannis, I offered you to come fill in on your own show and do a segment. You said no. So like if the Heat do get LeBron, am I just SOL or do I at least get to be a co-host that day?
Yeah, you'll be the co-host for the day.
Okay.
I literally was on my way to Zurich. I was at 39,000 feet. I was on my way to Zurich.
Do you love the show or do you not love the show? That's the question.
If LeBron comes to the Heat on Friday or Monday, I'm going to be sitting at Italiano having an avocado toast and a cappuccino. It's much easier for me to get back on the show.
Do you guys have the imaging ready to go? Like how the Heat had that press conference ready to go? Are there promos?
Jimmy?
LeBron is taking his talents back to South Beach. Hochman, Crowder, and Solana react to LeBron coming home.
You have that ready, Jimmy?
Sure thing.
All right.
104.3 FM, WQAM.
Were you surprised? Do you think you heard what my take was, that it was just LeBron and his camp giving 5 or so teams a heads up? Hey, it might happen next week, and the Heat accidentally hit and publish.
Yeah, I think that they were just. But why do you have to pre-schedule the
press
conference?
I think that's silly. I think that part is silly because you can have a YouTube live stream ready to go the day of.
You guys should get an underwear sponsorship for Solana if the Heat get LeBron, because he's gonna just go nuts.
I might as well. I might too. That was some of the greatest 4 years of my life.
Yeah, I think he's
And I
like.
was
Do
telling
you guys feel
Crowder-
confident that he's coming back? Because like I'm weirdly confident that he's going back to Miami and he's going to leave Cleveland.
Mike
at the end of the
Wallace
year.
was on with us yesterday and made such a compelling case
Yeah.
for Golden State that I started thinking that maybe there's a little.
And that was the
switcheroo.
original team.
I know.
Yeah. And I'm still with Cleveland. It's
What a
just going
whore
back
this guy
home.
is, LeBron. He's such a whore.
I was
He's
telling,
sleeping everywhere.
I was saying to Crowder yesterday, like, think about this. A lot of times you don't even appreciate how great something is when it's happening. And after it's done, you go, wow, that was a great era. And those 4 seasons were incredible. What if you get to relive it, even if it's just for a season? And now, like, Crowder gets to relive it with his son, who wasn't there for it for the first 4 seasons. You know what I mean? Like this would be an opportunity for Miami sports fans to relive, honestly, one of the greatest spans of time in Miami sports history.
The only thing is, young Crowder's going to go with Channing to the game and watch LeBron with those legs and be like, "Hey, Dad, LeBron kind of looks like you on the court."
You wouldn't have said that in 2011.
No, you wouldn't. Channing may need to pull out the old tapes of LeBron.
More I think about it, because I'm thinking of like eras
So
in
long
Miami
ago, it's
sports.
crazy.
Eras, though, like the Hurricanes era, the Dolphins era. I think Miami's had greater eras than New York in sports.
Well, the Yankees are the one dynastic run.
Baseball.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Oh, yeah. But when the Marlins are winning, you 3 bozos, 4 bozos. Sorry, Jimmy. I hate to include you with these 3 idiots. Throwing the pom-poms around. They're on a 14-game losing streak or whatever the Marlins are on. I haven't heard a word out of you guys.
Right.
Where are all those Marlins guests you guys brought on? I haven't heard them with the baseballs
We'll
and
see you on
everything.
Friday.
You got it, guys. Be well.
Zach
Channing,
Gelb.
show up to work on Friday and Monday, all right?
Follow him on
I'm there,
social
maybe.
media. ZACH.
Get you out of the closet.
Don't schedule his live feed for Friday and Monday in advance.
Later, guys.
Maybe I move.
ZACHGELB on social media if you want to follow Zach Gelb. All right, we have a lot of stuff to get to still. I don't know how much time we'll have to actually get to it, but do not go anywhere. More Hochman, Crowder, Solana, and Jimmy to come, as long as Gelb was bringing Jimmy into the mix.
When my friends celebrate, they celebrate with all of us, and that's why my buddies at Ed Morris are celebrating 80 years in business by giving you special deals. My buddy Chris Atkins over at Ed Morris Sawgrass Cadillac. Y'all see Teddy Morris on the commercials all the time. They have put together an all-star team, and they're going to watch out for you by commemorating the occasion of 80 years by giving you special savings on Cadillac luxury. These all-electric Cadillacs are amazing. You can get an all-electric 2026 Cadillac Optic for just $349 a month, and the all-electric 2025 Cadillac Lyrics for just $369 a month. You can't beat these prices. My wife has an all-electric Cadillac. She loves it. You got to go check out Ed Moore's, family-owned and operated for 80 years. You know how they do it? You know how they've been so successful? By taking care of their customers. Beautiful cars, beautiful lot, great people, but they take care of us. So don't miss out on the 80th year anniversary savings. Go see my friends at Edmore Sawgrass Cadillac. They're the 6-time dealer of the year, right off Sunrise Boulevard and the Sawgrass Expressway. You can't miss it. The beautiful cars, the beautiful lot. Visit EdmoreSawgrassCadillac.com. And remember, you are backed by Moores, from the trade-in to the sale to the lease to the service to the emails they send you. It's the wildest thing. I've told you before. My tire pressure goes down. They'll send me a text message. Let me know that my truck is not to prime and I need to bring it in and get it fixed, man. Be backed by Moores. Click EdmoreSawgrassCadillac.com.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Ante tu quo unquo.
feel like we were shot out of a cannon today. Like, we've done an hour and 3 minutes of radio. I didn't know Tobin was going to attack me at the end of his show, so we had him on at the beginning of the show, and then Gelb, like, it's like, you get into a boxing match, Gelb comes out swinging.
Yep.
And so you got to be on guard. You got to be ready for him. And so it's like, I feel like, all right, now let's take a breath here.
Settle down.
Crazy
first round.
Crazy first round. Yeah, we just got back to the corner. Let's Jimmy, come throw some water on my shoulders or something. That first round took something out of me. Like that was a lot of action. There were a lot of haymakers being thrown.
Now we reset and we fight our fight.
Because I was fighting a fight there that I'm not even certain I'm comfortable fighting. Like I was like, I mean, of course Jalen Brunson is like better than anyone. I mean, I don't know, and I mean, Drake May, I mean, kind of went to a Super Bowl, so like I don't know what I did. I was throwing punches that I didn't train for. I don't know what happened.
But Hawk, think about it. You're already fighting. I just walk out of the cafeteria door and I get thrown into a Chris Bosh argument.
Exactly what happened. Like Crowder signs in, and all of a sudden I'm just going blow for blow with Tobin, and Crowder's got to come to my defense.
What's going on here? I knew a side I was fighting for, though. I didn't know what happened.
I imagine that's happened in real life, right? Where your friends, like a fight has just started and you're like, what's going on here? But you're just throwing punches because your friends are fighting.
More times than knowing what the fight was about.
Yeah.
Just you look over your buddies fighting. It's time to go fight.
Man, if I could have had a camera on young Crowder.
Marcus Vick did that to me one time. Leaving the 5th on South Beach. Just leaving the club. We were walking out, bopping around, about to go back to the hotel. He's hanging into a van, punching somebody. So what do I have to do? I have to go jump in the van and start punching people. I don't know what this is about, but this is my buddy. So let's go.
It's 305. Dale. God bless. Dale.
Dale.
Thank you, Jimmy.
You're welcome.
305 is sponsored by Miami Lakes Chevrolet, where you walk in as a customer and drive out as family.
I wish I had that in me. I don't think I do. Like, even if my best friend, a family member, was in a fight, I think I try to talk them out of it before I just start swinging. I don't think I have that, that gene in
but
me.
you couldn't talk. In other words, the fight is you turn around. Who's your best friend, Mike?
Me?
Yeah.
Your
best friend, Mike?
Friend.
Oh, yeah, Michael.
Oh, yeah.
Why do you seem so confused?
Because I wouldn't call him Mike. Michael.
Seems like he loves him, Hawk. Who?
I thought maybe I got the name wrong. He's a doctor?
Yeah, he's a doc.
Yeah.
I call him Doc.
So, like Hawk said,
yeah. Wherever you are.
Yeah.
You're at they have a mall in Kendall. He is so easy to push buttons. Why do I get such a kick out of that?
I don't.
And he visually gets mad.
It's like his first reaction is to recoil, and then.
But yeah, we're at Town and Country,
and you turn around, and he's got blood coming out of his face.
Right.
There's two guys, and like you're not gonna have time at that point to talk him out of it.
Yeah.
So you don't think you would just jump in?
My initial reaction would probably be to threaten legal action against whoever he's fighting.
Solana, Michael is getting stomped out,
Yeah.
and you're gonna say, "I'm calling my attorney, fellas."
Yeah, I think so. I don't know if I have the fight gene in me.
Jimmy was a security guard at sporting events and concerts. So I'm imagining there were a lot of fisticuffs where you were when a fight would break out. Jimmy, you'd have to jump in, no?
Yeah, or call my supervisor.
Well, no, you have to do one of the two. So did you have to jump into some fights?
Sometimes,
Yeah.
not all the time.
Right. I got
But
that part we've established.
But the cops who were already been called. I didn't call them, but someone reported it, and the cops would already be there.
So you're the security guard, and there's a fight breaks out, and the cops are there before you've reacted to it?
No, because
Isn't that-
somebody had reported it. Like
But
someone.
in other words, isn't that your section?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how did they report it before you did? It's your section.
Remember, there's a text on the thing. Like,
But someone pulled out their phone and texted the police number before you noticed in
Well,
your
the-
own
well,
section that the fight was going on?
It would happen before. It would happen before. Like, okay, all right. Someone's acting bad.
I don't know why I'm in this mood.
I don't
but
know.
I could do this for
I
that.
know.
If I don't stop myself, I'm going to do this for the next 15 minutes with him. In other words, if you're in charge of security for a section,
Mm-hmm.
aren't you
Yes,
the
yes.
first person who notices the fight going off?
Yes.
Okay. And now what? Don't you have to jump in?
Yeah. Or prevent it from happening, which I've done before.
So how did you do that? That's my question.
Well, somebody wanted to go after somebody, but I kept blocking his path.
All right. So you physically impeded
Oh, yeah.
someone's progress. There you go.
Yeah.
All right. That's what you
Jimbo.
do, Solana, at Town and Country.
Right.
Impede the perpetrator's progress towards Doc.
Who, like, I'm Patrick Paul defending Malik Willis.
I didn't know Patrick Paul wears 52. Did he wear 52 last season?
He did not. But now all these NFL players, Crowder, we've talked about it. They're getting real loosey-goosey
Yeah.
with the numbers
Yeah.
that they're wearing.
Because he's going to make, I mean, if you're going to look at like players who've worn 52 and then they're going to have his body up there compared to yours, like you're going to look like you were a minor league football player.
Dog, you ain't seen none of my pictures when I played. You ain't seen 21. That was half a life ago.
Yeah, Patrick Paul could have put you in his pocket half a life ago.
If we fight, I just jump on his back. We take off running.
Is Inter Miami going to be sold out tonight, do you think, at New Stadium?
Sold out of Coke Zeros.
You think there's going to be seats available?
There's seats available right now for $9.
Oh, really? Because
Yeah.
Messi's not playing.
Nobody's playing.
But if Messi was playing, it would be sold out.
1,000%.
Okay.
Argentines would fill up that entire stadium. It is kind of a shame, but there is something also special about a Wednesday night $9 MLS game as well. When Robert Lewandowski, who's a world-class player for Chicago, is going to be here today. Like, that's a draw, but Messi's not playing, so nobody cares.
I mean, is it going to be half empty?
I don't think half empty.
New stadiums, no pun, but new stadiums generally sell well the first season regardless.
But
Big
Wednesday night
experience.
is tough, right? Wednesday night,
Yeah,
tough.
especially when they don't normally play on a Wednesday night and people like, I know MLS wants to piggyback off the World Cup, but I think a lot of people are like, oh, World Cup's over. I know MLS has done an ad campaign like we've got it from here.
We've got it from here.
Yeah. All our stars are resting. We've got it from here.
They talked about that on Pardon the Interruption. Could MLS, parlay the World Cup?
It should get a bump. It should get a bump. Can they make it feel like the World Cup? No. But should there be added interest? I think so. I think
You
so.
saw
Why
some-
not?
You saw top level soccer, and and did we fall in love with it for a month? Or did we fall in love with soccer?
But Messi almost, and maybe he's not the right example, but he was the star everyone needed him to be for MLS, right? So I'm guessing MLS fans were coming to see Messi anyway, and certainly Miami fans were, but yeah, I don't know.
Let me ask you this, Solana. Does like Copa America, La Liga, whatever, Euro, are they going right back to playing soccer now?
Yeah. Well, Copa America, no, because it's another international tournament that is played every 4 years. But yeah, La Liga, I believe, starts the second week of August.
Excuse me, but whoever was on break is going to be back,
Yeah.
or whoever hadn't started yet will be starting now.
No, these players, like, for example, the Spanish national team that just won the World Cup, all those guys play for top leagues in Europe, every single one of them, top to bottom down the roster. Those guys fly back. I bet they all get a week or two off because of the prolonged tournament. But within 2 weeks, they have to be back at training.
Right.
The Uruguayan players, after they had to find their own flights home, all of them went back to their club teams already to start training. Like, that's just the way it works. The league starts in mid-August. Hawk, we could look it up, but Bournemouth plays their first game, I think, the second week of August.
Yeah, I think it's pretty soon.
Yeah.
Those Uruguay players train?
Actually, Bournemouth has a friendly this Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, they do?
Yeah,
So
10 a.m.
the season starts now.
Oh, yeah.
But that's the tough part about playing the World Cup. It's that you don't really get a summer off.
August 23rd, Bournemouth and Man City.
Yeah, let's go, baby. That's Erling Haaland
That's how you start a season.
versus the Cherries. You want to know what's really funny? One of the first MLS stories following their big marketing campaign, World Will Take It From Here. One of the first stories that came out after that, days after, Atlanta United. They sign a player from Paraguay. His name is Junior Alonso. And the official Atlanta United social media posts a highlight reel of their new signing. Welcome, Junior Alonso. And, you go through different clips of Junior Alonso playing for his previous club team that they're signing him for. The only problem is they posted clips of the wrong player. They were posting clips of Maicon, who plays on that same club team he was coming from. So, of course, they're just ridiculed. And it really is like a perfect encapsulation of everything that's wrong with the MLS, where, hey, we've got it from here. Meanwhile, one of our most popular club teams can't get it right on social media.
And then the Heat hired that guy for their YouTube channel. All right, let's do headlines. Rod Allen is going to join us this hour. We will talk some Marlins baseball. We need a slump buster.
Yes,
I don't know if you remember from back in my day how you'd bust a slump. I don't know if they still do that nowadays. But there's a slump buster from back in my day.
What does it consist of?
I'll send you a text. You had headlines here with Solana, brought to you by Doral Hyundai. In Miami, we go to the beach for a little solcito. When we want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save right now with your Pricito at Doral Hyundai.
So I was saying about the MLS in the first hour that Inter Miami announced this signing of this player, Casemiro. This dude's world class. He started for Brazil during the World Cup, and he comes from Manchester United, had a really good season last year for one of the top clubs in England. And this dude has won 5 Champions League titles. Well, Inter Miami is now under investigation by the MLS for tampering charges because of this signing. So they announce it, and hours later, the MLS is like, well, we're going to investigate you now for tampering charges. And what I read was that the LA Galaxy had Casemiro's discovery rights. MLS is looking into how Inter Miami potentially broke the rules to get the rights to sign Casemiro. So, of course, Inter Miami's kind of
could have a Suge Knight situation on our hands where they held someone over a balcony by their ankles and got the rights to Ice Ice Baby.
Took the rights out.
Or you could have a Stephen Ross yacht situation.
Yeah. You guys saw who's on the cover of NBA 2K27, the new NBA 2K game that's coming out?
Did Derrick Rose.
Wimby.
Well, Derrick Rose is on one of the covers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I thought that was
He's
a
on the
joke.
legacy cover. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The way you feel about Goran, I feel about Derrick Rose. People want to put Derrick Rose in this category of player LeBron, Steph Curry, Kevin Durant.
Longevity, he did it.
Did what?
I mean, he was relevant and good for how many seasons did he play?
He was an MVP.
Right, but he shouldn't have been MVP that year.
Goodness great. Here goes you and Tobin. What should have not happened makes it different.
I happen to agree with Solana on that one. He really didn't deserve MVP that season.
Crowder, he was not better than LeBron James that season to win MVP. He shouldn't have been MVP. The Miami Heat got rid of that pesky little Bulls team in Game 5 at the United Center for life. And on top of that,
Thanks, Zaslow.
And on top of that, happened to be a great Zaz line. I love that one. And on top of that, he got injured 2 seasons later and was never the same player. I mean, he bounced around and he was on the Knicks a little bit, on the Grizzlies a little bit. He went back to Chicago on the Cavs.
To 2024. That's 47 seasons.
And Caitlin Clark is the other cover athlete as well, the deluxe edition. So you've got Wemby, Caitlin Clark, and D-Rose.
Aren't they going to stop selling physical discs? Isn't that what DJ told me?
That is a huge controversy in the gaming world.
Yeah.
Sony announced, and they're the ones that create PlayStation. Sony announced that starting in 2028, their platforms will no longer carry the actual physical digital media.
There's going to be no hard drive.
Physical media, excuse me. Right. So you have to no, not hard drive. You can't actually plug a CD, a disc into the gaming systems. You have to purchase the games via their platform,
Their server,
and download it to your hard drive. The problem there is that you no longer own the game. It's like licensing the game from them. So if whoever owns NBA 2K, which is 2K Sports, they decide that they're leaving Sony, you spent $100 to buy the licensing, the game, and if in 5 years' time they decide they're leaving Sony, they're not partnering with Sony anymore, guess what? They pull those games. You don't own it anymore. You can't play it anymore. So it's a huge, huge controversy in the gaming world.
They can do it now, right? You can download games. You don't have to buy the disc already. Yes. Okay, because I was about to say, Chan been getting over on me for years then if this hadn't happened yet.
No, that is true. Some people want to own the physical game. It'd be the difference, obviously. You could buy a movie on DVD or you could download a movie to your device. Wow. And theoretically, if you could no longer buy a DVD, which you probably can't anymore, the downloaded movie on your device could be taken back by the actual license holder when they want. And that's the, gamers. A lot of them, first of all, want the display of the box. They have I have every
it's
game. Like artwork. I mean, I remember I went through this with music, physical music, where for me, it was such a big deal growing up, flipping through record album covers and looking at the cover art and you would and then all of a sudden this thing where it was cassettes, there's not much cover art because there's not a lot of real estate there. And then CDs, there's not a lot of real estate. And then all of a sudden it became a thumbnail. It's well, wait a second. There's literally nothing physical anymore about the music that you own. It's like Crowder holding on to physical checks.
Yeah.
Loves writing that check.
Oh, I think that's different.
Writing a physical check over just getting a deposit on Zelle or Venmo?
Yeah, I think it's more personal. It's like a note over a text. I like to write notes to people.
Huh. If someone sent me a note instead of a text, I would think that they're plotting to kill me.
You're a kid. You could write a note in their lunch pail. Love you. See you later. Or I could text them that. It's not as cute when they open the lunch pail and it's a surprise.
But I could send a scheduled text to my son for lunch period. I mean, I can't do that anymore. He doesn't have a lunch period.
You're a little too old, ain't it?
Crazy, man. Where did time go?
It's in charge.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
My son doesn't have school anymore. He's done with school.
Just out of there.
How's it possible?
Because he's 31. How long do you want him to stay in?
He's 22. How dare you?
This is pretty cool. The Cardinals, Arizona Cardinals, that is, have officially signed Carson Beck to a 4-year, $7.4 million rookie contract.
Nothing
which means
on Jacoby Brissett?
Nothing on Jacoby Brissett, but that also means Carson Beck now in the NFL will make about as much as he did in one season in Miami over 4 years as a pro.
Crazy.
Wild. Los Modelings do play tonight. They're trying to end a little skid right now. Not a little.
This ain't a little skid.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk with Rod Allen in the next segment and see how they get out of this skid.
Yeah. Pirates, Yankees, 3-3 right now, bottom of the 8th.
Really? MLB scoreboard, huh?
Well, Rod's coming up and he's connected. I want him to think we're really tuned in to the happenings.
I didn't know there was a game going on.
Imagine is it? Are we sure this is live and not a replay?
No idea.
What's today? Wednesday? Yeah, it's a getaway day.
Yeah, it's light out too in that game, so it probably is live. All right, guys, your weather in South Florida right now, it is 92 degrees. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the low 80s. That is brought to you by our friends at Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping keep your home and family safe when the storms roll in. Visit tornadoroofing.com for your free roof and window estimate.
All right. Rod Allen is going to join us in the next segment, so we will talk some Marlins with him. They've been on an 8-game losing skid, and hopefully he's got answers. Someone needs answers for the Marlins. So Rod Allen will join us in the next segment. Do not go anywhere.
Hey, how does $30 million in guaranteed prizes sound? Yeah, that's right. $30 million in guaranteed prizes. You can cash in this football season in Las Vegas with 3 Circa Sports contests. Entry starting at $1,000, all with no rake. And here's how it goes. Circa Million, that's the first one. 18 weeks of point spread action, 128 ways to win. Then you've got Circa Survivor. You pick one winner each week. Last one standing wins. And then it's the big daddy. It's the Circa Grandissimo with a $100,000 entry. You enter in Nevada, but you can play from anywhere. That's $30 million guaranteed. Visit circasports.com for all the details.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
I want Hawk to bathe me.
Hey, Rod, you got me? You got me, Rod?
Yeah, I have you. You don't have
All right.
me?
Yes, sir. I just wanted to double check here. We're still in a commercial break, but I just want to double check that you could hear us. Okay, we'll be back in about 2.5 minutes. Is that cool?
Yep. Can you hear me though? I'm good.
Yeah, I hear you perfectly. You sound great.
Perfect.
Awesome. Thank you, man. I'm going to put you behind the scenes again, and I'll bring you up in like 2 minutes.
All right.
Thank you, Rod.
Good song choice, Jimmy. A little Bon Jovi. Like it. All right, our friend Rod Allen is on the Toyota of Hollywood hotline, broadcast analyst for the Miami Marlins. You can hear Marlins Astros tonight right here on 104.3 FM, WQAM. Jack McMullen on the call. Steven Strom will get started around 7:30 tonight with the pregame. Rod, you played baseball your entire life, right? From all the way up to the major leagues. And so how do you go from the hottest team in baseball to an 8-game losing streak where you just can't string a victory together? And then, more importantly, how do you break out of it?
Well, let me explain a couple different things here. First and foremost, I mean, we had the squad when they came back from Sacramento, they were riding a high. You had everybody that was hitting the ball out of the ballpark. A lot of guys were spinning off the baseball, but it was okay in Sacramento. You got home against Seattle, Cleveland, some good pitching staffs. They kind of exploited some weaknesses. Guys weren't making adjustments. As an offense, we have not made any adjustments in the last 10 days. Granted, the pitching staffs on the other sides are good. We also have lost a few of Sandy starts and also Yeri starts. So we got to make sure we win those starts. And that's how you start to get back on track. And it starts tonight with Sandy. He's got to put up zeros until his team can score enough runs to where they win the game. It's that simple. He's the ace of the staff. You got to make sure you secure the win, even if it's a 1-0 game. You got to do that. And our guys are playing a little tight right now. I've been watching the games, and even that game we lost a couple of days ago in Milwaukee, you could just kind of feel it getting there in the ninth inning when we had the 1-run lead. I don't think anybody really felt safe, and that's an indication of a team that's playing a little bit tight right now. So they got to get back to the basics, man, how they won those 10 games in a row. They were bunting, they were hitting, and they were running. Guys were stealing bases. Guys were playing good defense. It was a lot of energy. I'm not seeing any of that right now, and they got to get it right back, too, because it's sad that we're the only game in town right now, and a lot of fans were really starting to cling to this ball club, and now they got to try to get those fans back into the ballpark. I don't think school has quite started yet, but they got to get back on track to get some of the eyeballs back on them, those kids excited about the team again. But they're playing some good teams, and that's what you have to do to win. At the end of the day, you got to beat these good teams, and they didn't play all that well against Cleveland, definitely didn't play all that well against Milwaukee, and even Houston was struggling before we got there, and they've beat the team 2 days in a row. And one other thing, if you're serious about winning a championship, you cannot pitch to guys like Yordan Alvarez. I'm sorry. You just can't do it. I mean, this guy is a difference maker. If you're trying to win the game, your chances increase greatly if you don't pitch to that cat. I don't know how y'all feel about that, but I know I gave y'all a lot to chew on, but let's go.
Yeah, pitch around good players. I'm with you. And Hoch just explained to me what a slump buster was. I didn't know what it was, but that's
I mean, sure, there's different versions of a slump buster, but sometimes you got to take one for the team. I mean,
you're old school. See, I come from
I'm
that
old
same
school.
I come from that same era, but we can't talk like that no more. You know that.
Nope. I didn't canceled real quick.
I didn't know the phrase,
Yes,
Rod. I didn't know the phrase. but with your like this, we know the payroll's low and got some young players that were they overachieving.
I can't hear. Can't hear everybody. Sorry.
Can't hear any of us.
I can hear you.
All right. Can't hear Crowder.
You can't hear
Nope.
Channing?
I can hear you, Channing.
You hear me?
No Crowder. I saw him saying something, but I couldn't hear him.
Oh, okay.
That's bizarre.
That's an interesting little
holding out. Yeah, holding out on Rod.
A little extra interesting technological hiccup here. Are we gonna be able to correct that, Solana?
I'll troubleshoot it here. See what.
All right. Well, then you just look pretty. I'll talk baseball with Rod. I was gonna say though, can you identify a particular thing? And you said a couple there, but sometimes it's, and I know, momentum, you have that argument, is momentum real or not? Sometimes momentum just goes the wrong way.
Right.
Everything's going right for 5 weeks, and it feels like just everything's going wrong right now. And so is it sometimes more than just, hey, we got to find one thing to do? It's like, we just got, I mean, as silly as this sounds, we got to wait for the baseball gods to start smiling upon us again.
Well, I mean, sometimes you got to create your own breaks too. I mean, we have a lot of guys like, Xavier and, some of the guys that are really struggling with the bat. And when I watch Xavier, I mean, he's a pure 300 hitter. And at times he gets up there, he gets big. He tries to get to the pull field in the air when maybe he should be bunting for a base hit, try to get on base and create some havoc and put some pressure on the defense. But I'm seeing a lot of guys that are pressing right now to get the job done. We don't drive the ball the other way. Stowers did it yesterday, drove in a big run. Owen Casey, I know a lot of people may call me crazy, but he was trending upward when he went on the injured list. He was driving the ball the other way. He was getting big hits. So don't underestimate his impact and what he was in the lineup doing. We struggle against left-handed pitching. Make no mistake about it. The remainder of the way, every time a left-hander has a chance to pitch a left-handed starter against the fish, and that team is in the hunt, that team's trying to win, that's what we're going to see. So we got to get better against lefties. Guys coming out of the bullpen are left-handed. One other thing, too, is that we don't really have that veteran player on our team as far as position player is concerned. I mean, that veteran guy put his arm around the guys and tell them, what they're doing. We have coaches, and I don't get it wrong. I mean, but there's value in having that veteran guy like Sandy is for the pitchers. We don't really have that guy from the offensive standpoint. And you need that sometimes because sometimes you're just not hearing what the coach is saying, and you need that brother on the other side. Man, chill out a little bit, relax. I mean, see the ball, drive it the other way, get your front foot down, just things like that we observe as players that sometimes you need to hear from your peers, and they don't really have that veteran guy on their team. Not that it's a win all be all, but they could use one of those guys.
Does it make you nervous, though, being that it's a young team without a veteran leader, say that the clubhouse could kind of spiral out of control? And I don't mean out of control like Clayton McCullough doesn't have control of the clubhouse. I just mean where the losses start piling up and all of a sudden this playoff team that everyone was excited about starts to spiral and there is no one to pull them out of that?
I don't think the clubhouse will never spiral out of control because we have a classy bunch. I mean, the 26 guys down there in that clubhouse and the staff included, and the clubhouse attendants and everybody, it's one of the classiest bunches I've been around. So it's not going to spiral out of control, but they really could use that veteran maybe at the deadline. I don't know what Peter's going to do. That's way above my pay grade, but it's always nice to have that veteran. I know it when I played. I know I provided that for some of my kids when I coached. Sometimes you just need to hear that. And right now they're going through that and they could use some of that versus, getting in there, taking 1,000 swings or 1,000 ground balls. I mean, we've done all that. Sometimes you just got to take a step back, take a deep breath and understand that you've done this before and you're really good at it and go out and play a really clean, relaxed baseball game the way that the Miami Marlins can play. There's no doubt about that. I almost say Florida Marlins, my old school days.
Yeah, that was my old school days, slump busters and Florida Marlins. But is there the danger? You mentioned trade deadline. Is there are we entering a danger zone where they go from being buyers to being sellers?
Well, I guess you could say that. I mean, I guess 8 days ago, it was clear cut that maybe they would go out and add something. Don't know exactly what they were thinking or what they're doing. But as you start to lose and as these losses start to mount up and it starts to get tighter, you just never know. But they're still right there. I think one game within the wild card or a half a game or whatever the situation is. And as quickly as they've lost these 8, they can turn around and win 2 or 3 and more, lose one and then come back and win a few more. But you can't have any more of these the remainder of the way. You got to stop this one, and then you can't have any of these if you want to be a team that's a pretender. A contender, excuse me.
Hey, Rod, the situation with Max Meyer is interesting to me because he's obviously an incredible talent, but this is the 5th consecutive season where he winds up on the injury list. Is that concerning or is it just bad luck? Like, I mean, the neck injury this year, I don't think that's something that we would assume is going to bother him moving forward. It's just something he has to deal with and recover from and come back. But I don't know, 5 straight years where he ends up on the IL, like to me, it's a bit of a red flag knowing how good he can be for this organization.
Yeah, and you don't still know what it is. I mean, you don't know why he's the chosen one every single year to happen to go down. But obviously, he works hard. I've been around the kid. He's a good kid, extremely personable. And for whatever reason, the injury bug has just bitten him. But I wouldn't be concerned with it too much. I mean, because you got a lot of guys around the league that are injured. It just happens from time to time. But I like him. Hopefully, he gets back out there because we desperately need him in this rotation.
Do we ever be able to fix what Crowder was going through, or
I believe we did. I don't know.
That's
if
too bad because I
Crowder-
want to ask him about his son in that tournament last
I
week.
know,
that he
like
participated in.
Crowder is
I
like
want to see if he was hitting that fastball.
He's re-energized about baseball. Let's see if Rod can hear you, Crowder.
Can you hear me? Solana
Yeah.
shadow banned me.
He shadow banned. Crowder got shadow banned by Solana. The way the Marlins shadow banned Matt Mervis last season, Crowder just got shadow banned by Solana. Did you want to ask Rod anything, Crowder, before we wrap things up?
What's that? No, I was gonna ask him. He kind of hit on it with the young guys. Where like you get on a high and then like the season gets long and you don't have any veterans, so they haven't played that much baseball and they don't know how to get into the 120th game of the season.
Yeah, he was saying that, when you have a whole bunch of young guys on the team, that could be a concern. That guys don't have the ability to kind of play themselves out of this kind of slump. But what would your message be to Marlins Nation, Rod? Because I'm with you. The Marlins fans, we were getting excited. And you're right, it's the only game in town right now. And we're talking about them. They're the hottest team in baseball. And they're getting talked about nationally, by the way.
Yes.
Like everything was going in the right direction. And all of a sudden, this 8-game losing streak. And so your message to Marlins fans would be what? Because this team still, it's the same team that we saw in June and the end of May. So
right.
A playoff team in your mind?
I think that this team has a chance to get to the playoffs. They got to win Sandy starts. They got to win Yuri starts. And, of course, they've got to get Meyer back. If they don't do that, they got to get some help in that rotation. They could use one bat and they could use a bullpen piece. But to the fans, don't jump off. Don't jump ship. Every now and then teams do go do threshes like these. But you got to root the guys on because that's the one thing that they do resonate well with when the fans do come out and the fans do support them. It's a tough game. There's no doubt about that. And hopefully they can win this game tonight and then get back to the crib and start to play a little bit better against San Diego. Obviously, Philadelphia is good. But the teams that they did play against were really good playoff teams. And we're just not quite there yet. And we have to get there. But I wouldn't jump ship yet. They have way too many fun players. When you look at Sanoha, he's a fun player. He's a good player, too. Lopez having a career year. They still got to get Marcy going in the outfield. Stowers, he's getting it going. You talk about Hicks was having a great year, could have been an all-star. You got the kid behind the plate, Mac, who's doing it. It's a good team to root for. It's a good team to watch. And that's one of the reasons why Hoch nationally, they were talked about so much before the slide. And there's still a lot of people out there rooting for this team nationally. They want this organization to do well.
Because you could feel it, right? During June, there was an excitement about this Marlins team that we hadn't felt in a long time. They had made the playoffs. Remember that season against Philly? That was a couple seasons ago or whatever. But there was an excitement about this team that I hadn't felt in a long time. And we all want that back. They got to get back to playing the same kind of baseball that the Washington Nationals are playing, that the St. Louis Cardinals are playing, that the Milwaukee Brewers are playing. The Tampa Rays are playing. We fall in that same category. Our leader, Peter Bendix, came from that same school of thought as all those guys that are architects of those particular situations. They're playing a different brand of baseball. It's a fast brand of baseball. We got to get back to playing that. We can't get caught in trying to slug. That's not our team yet. If we play the other kind of baseball that we were playing, like those other teams are playing, that's the reason why Pittsburgh and all those teams are right where they are. They're playing differently these days. The game is being taught differently, too. The coaches are a lot younger in the majors. The managers are a lot younger. They're a lot more energetic. It's busy up there. You're doing a lot of teaching in the big leagues these days. All right, well, let's get it back starting tonight. All right, that's what you say in the clubhouse, right?
They need me back.
Yeah, they got him on ice in Arizona, right?
I'm back on Friday. Though. I'm back on Friday. I got a nice stretch after Friday. I can't wait to get back. I love them, man. I hate when I'm away. And the crazy thing about it, I don't miss a pitch.
Where are you? You're in Arizona?
Yeah, I am.
What they got out there? They got In-N-Out Burger out there?
They got In-N-Out Burger out here. They got a lot of good stuff out here. I heard you guys talking about the Cardinals a little while ago in their new addition. Who they give 7 years to?
Carson Beck, 4 years, $7 million.
Oh, 4 years, $7 million. Well, anyway you slice, it's a lot of money. Yeah.
That is a lot of money. He may have made more in college, but that's still a lot of money. Anyway, enjoy Arizona. We'll enjoy having you back on the broadcast on Friday, and hopefully Marlins break the skid tonight.
Absolutely, man. I appreciate you guys, and I look forward to chatting with you guys again.
Yeah, we got to get you hooked up online here with Crowder the next time. I don't know what happened.
I don't even know. I want to talk some baseball with him. Next time.
Yes,
Rough
sir.
break. We got our own slump going on right here. We got a one appearance slump right now.
Well, get you a slump buster then.
I got to get me a slump buster. We'll see you, Rod. Rod Allen. Tonight, Marlins on this radio station. 7:30 is the pregame with Steven Strom. And then you'll have Marlins baseball starting at 8:10. Jack McMullen will be on the call. And again, hopefully they do bust that slump. Tonight, you can listen to it right here on this very radio station.
So y'all could hear me, but he couldn't.
Yeah, I can hear you with no problem. What do you think
crazy.
that was, Solana? You think that was just as simple as a restart?
It may have been just something with how he had connected, but again, I'm not trying to throw Rod under the bus.
No, I have a feeling that it was that. I think it was probably if he would have reconnected on a browser, but we were already into the interview. We didn't know that that he wouldn't be able to hear him. But that's never happened before.
Never happened, and maybe this is too technical and nobody cares, but it doesn't even make sense because Crowder and Rod are connecting from the exact same platform together. So
right, and Gelb had no
sense.
problem hearing Crowder, and Crowder's on remote.
That's never happened before. I don't know.
Did you check the Fetzer valve?
It's too much fine on one line. Hey, man, I'm going to save you $300 and I'm going to upgrade your home and protect your home here during hurricane season. I got to tell you about Allied Doors. They have been serving South Florida since 1966. 60 years of trusted family-owned service. They are the best. You have to go get your home upgraded and protected right now with Allied Doors. Huge in-stock inventory, same-day service, custom impact-rated doors that are built to protect and upgrade your home fast. You pay a lot for your house. You want a beautiful home for your family, for your kids, for the neighbors. You don't want to upset them. Man, call Allied Doors. I'm telling you, they have the industry leading lift masters too. The lift master openers, I thought that they had to be loud when I was a kid. They took a minute to open. They are efficient, built to perform, and they're quiet. My personal home with my family, my wife, my kids, and my wife's investment properties, we use Allied Doors. Give them a call today, 954-942-8550. That's 954-942-8550, or visit allied-doors.com. Mention this ad, and like I said, $300 off. Don't wait. Protect, upgrade your home. Called Allied Doors today.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
Have you enjoyed today's show from whatever you've heard?
No.
Disabled vehicle in Miami-Dade, southbound at the Palmetto 36th Street that's going to take the right lane. And a crash eastbound 395 right before US 1 taking out 2 left lanes. And emergency vehicles in Broward County northbound by US 1 at southeast 9th Street that's going to close all lanes. I'm Gia, and that's traffic on FM 104.3 WQAM. And you can also listen to WQAM on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, and TuneIn apps.
I think that we have figured out the glitch with Rod Allen. I think Solana figured it out that he was probably on the Safari browser. And you remember, Crowder, when you used to log in using the Safari browser, we would have major problems. And that's probably the glitch there.
Why y'all hold out on old guys' Safari browsers? I'm a big Safari guy.
Hey, man, I'm still using Netscape. So
Yeah, don't mess with me and Rod.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. Let me give you the stock market report. Start the 4 o'clock hour here. That's sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE, 1-800-747-3733. Down day on Wall Street. Not much action, though. Dow Jones down 5 points, which is 0.01%. S&P 500 down 10 points, which is 0.1%. And the NASDAQ down 0.5%, 146 points. Red Sox just won their 15th in a row, by the way. Red Sox are doing the exact opposite of what the Marlins are doing. Red Sox, who were left for dead a month ago, have won 15 games in a row. Unbelievably difficult to do.
Like Rod said, you get cold, you get hot, you can swing
15,
it.
though, is that's beyond getting hot. 15 in a row is crazy. Yesterday, I gave you some thoughts and comments about the show sheet, what I think belongs on this day, what's worthy of being on there, what's worthy of being a celebrity birthday. I'll give you a little interesting tidbit on today's show sheet, Solana. You have William Dafoe turning 71 years old. You know who he is.
Yeah, he is the Green Goblin.
That's right. Now, did you know his name is Willem Dafoe? It is not William.
No, that can't be right.
It is Willem, Willem Dafoe.
I don't believe you.
That's Will Smith's daughter's name.
No, that's Willow.
Oh, okay.
This is Willow Dafoe. Yeah, a lot of people think it's William Dafoe. It is not. It is Willem Dafoe.
To steal your word, Hawk, ain't that a little cutesy?
Very cutesy. But he's 71, so he's Willem at this point. And every now and then I see something and I want to point it out, and that it helps you learn and correct a mistake.
Yeah. I just learned that Willem Dafoe has a stupid name.
Isn't that crazy? It's Willem Dafoe.
He's born in Appleton, Wisconsin. And they're going to go with Willem instead of William.
Yep. Willem Dafoe.
Family name.
You also have Ezekiel Elliott on here. Is that the way you spell his name? Isn't it I-E-L? Ezekiel?
I don't know, but I'm sure if it's wrong, you will have pointed it out.
That's the only way to get smarter and better at things is when someone points out errors, right?
Oh, these young kids don't like that, Hawk.
I know.
It is Ezekiel with an E. I misspelled that one as well.
Yeah. All right. Let me see what else I can find down here.
Let me spell check some more.
On this day in 1983, Jaws 3D was released to theaters.
My favorite Jaws.
Now, that is worthy of being on here just for how stupid that movie was.
Why?
1983?
Yeah.
There was no 3D 42 years ago.
Brother, you don't know how we sat through 3D movies.
Really?
That's why I suffer from migraines to this day because of these paper 3D red and blue glasses that we used to put on.
I was born in 83. They had 3D movies.
Paper glasses with red and blue. It like I still have a headache from Jaws 3D.
So let me get this straight. You don't like Jaws 3D or Jaws 3. It has Dennis Quaid, who is one of the greatest actors of all time.
One of the best Quaids.
And your girl, Leah Thompson.
I didn't know she was in it.
Yeah, she's Dennis Quaid's love interest, I'm pretty sure.
All right. I remember seeing it when I was a kid because there were very few movies that ever came out in 3D. So I remember going to see it. Plus, Jaws was great. Jaws 2 was terrible. Jaws was great. But then Jaws 3D, how could you not see it? It's in 3D.
Right.
The shark is going to jump off the screen at you. Yeah. The only thing that I needed to jump off at me was Anison. which is what we used to take for headaches in 1983. You guys don't even remember Anacin, do you?
I know nothing about Anderson. I thought you were talking about a person.
Grab a couple of Anacin and get rid of that headache. It was a whole different world before you guys got here.
I see, Hawk.
Have a cup of what was that instant coffee? Senka. Have a cup of Senka, a couple of Anacin.
You set to go.
Get yourself a 3D movie.
That's ridiculous.
Get into bed and smoke a cigarette.
Yeah. I smoked enough cigarettes through secondary smoking, Randy.
On this day in 2023, Twitter changed its name to X.
Everybody still calls it Twitter.
I have still not called it X.
Even on the broadcast, people say, "Did you see on Twitter where LeBron said this?" Yeah, nobody says X.
And then remember Elon said that, we're going to have payments on X, like you're going to use X for everything. That's going to be your hub for life. Didn't happen.
Didn't. I tell you this TikTok shop is about to put me out of my house.
Why? Are your kids buying a lot of stuff on TikTok?
My kids and wife, it's just too easy. You see something, you click a button at the bottom, it comes to the house 18 minutes later.
It is crazy because I don't use TikTok, but I have bought stuff, as you know, on Instagram, and it is so like it knows what you want, and it is so easy to purchase.
But TikTok takes it a step further. I know because my fiance follows all these luxury designer brands or people who do live auctions on
they have
TikTok.
A finite amount of materials to sell, finite amount of product.
So you can literally watch a live auction on TikTok and bid while the live video is going on, and then you win the auction, you purchase it, it's yours now. At least Instagram, they're just targeted ads, which get me every single time. Don't get me wrong.
But we used to have what you're talking about there. It was called Home Shopping Network.
How long did it take to come to the house?
Oh, my God. First of all, think about the phone call. I'm calling about item 72164. Oh, the Capodimonte vase? No, it was a, it was, I don't know, a video cassette cleaner. 72140? I don't know. I thought I wrote down 72. It's a video cassette cleaner. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, a video cassette cleaner. It was $14.99. I thought they said it was $9.99. I mean, like it's just a different world.
Man. You can order something at 9 a.m. It comes to the house by 2.
That still freaks me out on Amazon. Yeah. Order will be there by 2.
Yeah.
What?
How do you do this? This is sorcery.
That's crazy. I placed one the other day, and it said, "We delivered it yesterday. We knew you wanted it." What? It's already here. There. Yeah, we put it in your cabinet. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But on this day, this is a biggie. On this day in 2022, the entire fortunes of South Florida hockey changed. It was on this day in 2022 that the Florida Panthers traded Jonathan Huberdeau for Matthew Tkachuk. It was a weekend night. I remember that. I remember it breaking on Twitter and me going bat bleep crazy. I was so angry at the Panthers for trading Jonathan Huberdeau. It was either a Friday or Saturday night. I remember because I remember looking for what Goldie was tweeting, and I could not believe that they would trade the only hockey player who was beloved in South Florida. The only one.
Retrospect.
In retrospect, it literally changed the fortunes of hockey in South Florida.
You could argue the greatest trade in South Florida sports history.
Yep.
It's up there with Shaquille O'Neal.
Unless you include LeBron as a sign and trade.
Nah, I don't. He was a free agent, and the Heat sign and trade for cap situations and to send some Michael Beasley to Minnesota. But I don't. Like Alonzo Mourning, Tim Hardaway, Shaquille O'Neal, Tyreek Hill.
I mean, Tyreek, it's not part of it because some of those Shaq ended in a championship. Kachuk ended in a championship. So to me, you have to discount Tyreek Hill. Didn't even end in a playoff win.
Yeah. But you had the best receiver in the league for 2 years.
If it doesn't end in a championship, it doesn't.
No.
Again, I'm not saying it's not a good trade. I'm saying it cannot compare with Kachuk or with Shaq. Yeah. I'm guessing that 97 Marlins team may have been put together by some big trades.
I think they traded for Mike Lowell and Juan Pierre. But I don't know if it happened that year or not, but I'm pretty sure that they did.
Yeah. Because you're not you're not talking about the Tyreek Hill time 10 years from now. Yeah. You still talk about Shaq Wade.
You'd have to, it's either the Kachuk trade, the Shaq trade, or the Goran Dragic trade.
Now we're talking.
Because that was a biggie. That, of course, that got us 7 suits for the price of 2.
And a knee brace.
I mean, we don't end up with Giannis if it's not for Goran Dragic coming here from Phoenix. Was that a trade?
For Goran?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
in the middle of the season.
Monumental was at the deadline.
Yeah.
And actually the deadline had technically passed.
He was going to play with Bosch.
Yeah.
Wade. Yeah.
It was the greatest
wasn't it the
hours.
next day that Bosch went out with the blood clots?
The next day. So LeBron James leaves. The Miami Heat trade for Goran Dragic at the deadline. After the deadline had passed, it was a little bit different back there. You finally get the report. Hey, the Heat traded for Goran Dragic. Heat Twitter has exploded because Goran's coming off an all-star
that point
season.
guard. No, but we needed a true point guard. I remember this. I remember we coveted Goran.
He was coming off of an all-star season in Phoenix. This was a huge trade for the Miami Heat. And less than 24 hours later, we get the report that Chris Bosh would be out for the season because of the blood clots. It was just like a roller coaster ride of emotions.
A what?
A roller coaster ride of emotions.
You call it a roller coaster?
Yeah, roller.
Did you say roller coaster?
Yeah, roller coaster ride of emotions.
Yeah, player. We're on a roller coaster.
Roller coaster, player.
What do you call it?
Well, it's not a roller coaster.
It's a roller coaster.
It's a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I never say the ER.
unless you're with your friend Mike.
He stayed away from the R.
Roller coaster, huh?
Oh, Ricky Williams.
Oh.
I mean, you don't win a Super Bowl, but
you don't even win.
But that's like it goes back to Ricky did more for Miami than Tyreek did.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Roller coaster.
He was talking to me. Crowder, you understand, player?
Hoch, you know it was a roller coaster of emotions. Crowder, it was a roller coaster, player.
Two different shows going
That's
on
what
here.
I felt like I was doing with Rod Allen. I felt like the old Levitard show. We once had Roberto Duran on, and he didn't speak any English. And so Roberto Duran would answer a question, and then Dan would say to the audience, he'd be like, he says that he's excited to fight in the next fight because of what, and then he would ask a question. And so you would ask a question, and I'd ask Rod Allen, and I'm like, so he kind of wants to know, like translating.
And we speak the same language.
That's what the thing. I was translating the same language.
I was praying to God you weren't going to ask Crowder if he had another question after that first one.
I learned my lesson. All right, let's do headlines here for the 4 o'clock hour. Brought to you by Doral Hyundai in Miami. We go to the beach for a little solcito. When you want a low price, you save with your Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Hyundai.
So we've brushed on this, but I think it's fair that we address it properly. Yesterday, there is a bleep storm around the Miami Heat because a scheduled YouTube video on their official Miami Heat YouTube page was titled LeBron James Introductory Press Conference scheduled for Monday, July 27th. And as you can imagine, it was picked up upon very quickly by fans and just people who were looking at it. Then there's millions of people literally going to the Heat YouTube page. Then it's taken down yesterday. What we know now was that it was a mistake by somebody that works with the Miami Heat.
Or was it?
In anticipation of that potentially being the case, LeBron James decides to come here.
I will tell you, by the way, on the Hard Rock app, the Heat now are minus 130 to land LeBron. Remember yesterday they were up to plus 110.
Yeah.
They're all the way down to minus 130. Cavs are plus 200. Warriors plus 500. Sixers plus 900.
What does that just make the Heat look silly?
Well, I'll tell you, if he ends up not coming here and they put that out on YouTube, they are going to have egg on their face. Now, I will tell you this, and I do mean this 100%. They got Giannis this offseason. You could throw a dozen eggs at my face. The Heat won this offseason. Period. End of story. They won the NBA offseason. They paired up Giannis and Bam. So, embarrassment aside, if it happens, that does not shade what the Heat have already done. If they bring LeBron here, God bless us, and we're going to have the season of our lives. And if they don't bring LeBron here, God bless us, we're going to have the season of our lives. So, embarrassing, yes. But now, had they not brought Giannis here, and that was the only thing that transpired this offseason was an errant YouTube link, that'd be bad.
Yeah.
That would be really embarrassing. But that's not what's going to end up happening. No. Giannis is here. And so, like, to me, we're so good, man. Like, we're so fine. We're so far ahead of the game.
I'm glad you said that because I don't think we're giving Giannis the credit as long as he deserves.
We're not.
Because it was almost like, oh, we got Giannis and LeBron. Okay, Giannis, go sit down. Like
right?
it was.
it's like, wait a second. Have we forgotten already that they got the biggest off-season acquisition? Am I wrong on that? They've got the biggest off-season acquisition in the NBA?
People argue Jaylen Brown.
Ooh.
No, Giannis is a better player than Jaylen Brown.
I think so.
It's not even that's not even debatable.
Yeah, I'm just saying argue. I agree with you. I think Giannis is better. He's bigger. He's better on defense.
Better season recently because Giannis was injured.
Yeah. It was an MVP race.
But we shouldn't have been. And he blew a 3-1 lead.
I love how you and Tobin just say
it's so convenient. Like, yeah, they're living in an alternate universe. Well, that shouldn't have happened. So
this is a fact. No, well, it's not in my mind. So let's move forward.
It's not my fault that you allow your brain to be taken over by the Boston media that's pushing Jaylen Brown all season to be the MVP when flat out he wasn't putting up MVP caliber numbers. He's a really good player. He's an elite player.
That doesn't
in the
change
NBA.
that Giannis was injured last season.
Oh, yeah, no, he had a better season last year.
That's what I'm saying.
And I agree with that. Giannis didn't play last season, but Jaylen Brown being in the MVP conversation is like saying Jimmy stopped the fight when he was a security guard. Like neither of the two things are true.
What about the numbers, the MVP voting numbers that actually are quantified?
We'll pull him up. He wasn't, he didn't end up finishing top 5, but we went to bat several times, you and I, or we fought because you're claiming, oh, this dude deserves to be MVP. And guess what? When the MVP needed to show up, what'd he do? Hey, he jumped on a stream and ripped his entire teammates after blowing a 3-1 lead and said, in fact, that was his favorite season, even though they lost in the first round after blowing a 3-1 lead. To the Sixers, which is just as embarrassing as losing to anybody in the NBA.
And he talked about that. He was saying that he went out there and played very well, and he enjoyed being around his team. He wouldn't talk about the team success. He talked about it. I heard him say it.
Yeah, we all heard him say it. We all heard him say something very stupid. Either way, Giannis is a better basketball player, has always been a better basketball player than Jaylen Brown.
I said he's the biggest offseason acquisition. I was just double checking with you, and I got some sort of speech about Jaylen Brown. I was just checking. I was literally just double checking what I thought to be the truth. Remember, we used to have on this show all the time, Crowder, Andy Baskin from 92.3 The Fan in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a Cleveland radio host for Odyssey. He said on his show today that LeBron was irritated with Adam Silver pushing for a decision, that LeBron's camp was ready to make the announcement last week, but decided to hold off. Little flex on Adam Silver.
And I don't know why you'd rush him. Like I talked about earlier, do you really need this damn schedule announced this fast? You have to have this thing out tomorrow. Like, what's it gonna hurt?
Well, it annoyed LeBron, apparently, according to Andy Baskin. And so our roller coaster continues.
This is the longest. I saw a graphic today. This is the longest he's ever taken to make a decision.
In anything?
Vanilla or chocolate? Savannah!
It's been 3 weeks. Figure it out, bro. Figure it out.
What are you rushing him for?
What do we care?
Thank you. What are you rushing him for, Solana? What do you have to know by when? Tomorrow?
It's not. Why does this decision take you 3 weeks?
Kind of important, no?
Very important.
Well, so why?
But the decision in 2018 to leave Cleveland and go to LA was very important as well.
Right, but you don't know how long he had already been thinking about it.
That's poor planning on LeBron's part, is it not? He hasn't been thinking about this. The writing was on the wall in LA.
But when you say it's poor planning, how has this affected him poorly at all? Like I don't understand. Like,
it doesn't have to affect him poorly for it to just be annoying at this point.
It can be annoying to you. It's
very
not annoying to him, but he doesn't care how you feel about this.
Are you annoyed?
No.
You're not annoyed?
Not at all. I hope that he doesn't decide by All-Star break. I could do this show for the next 3 years.
He goes out to All-Star break.
By the way, I thought Mike Wallace yesterday, his reasoning for LeBron picking Golden State was one that makes a lot of sense to me. But Hoch, you made it sound like you had never heard that logic before. Like
I just thought the way he verbalized it was
great.
It was great. I'm just saying the way he verbalized it made it sound poetic almost.
Yeah.
And I wanted to watch that season that he was describing. You know what I mean? Like, we've talked about it. How great would it be if they could replicate that excitement that we saw during the Olympics, and it wouldn't matter if they win or lose because we were just getting the excitement of watching two guys at the tail end of their career be able to have one season together, which we all as basketball fans would like. I just thought the way that Mike verbalized it yesterday was like, sign me up for a season pass right now because I'm going to watch 82 Warriors games.
Mm-hmm.
Objectively, like just from a basketball fan standpoint, LeBron teaming up with Steph Curry, their last chances together to win a title is the most fun scenario.
Right.
Yeah.
Objectively, I don't know any basketball fan, forget that we're Heat fans, wouldn't want to see the two best players of the last 20 seasons at the tail end of their careers team up together to try to take down the young guns in the West.
Unless they're 2-18 after 20 games. They look completely out of sync,
which is a very real possibility.
If it looked like it looked in the Olympics, even half the time, then yeah, that'd be fun to watch. Fun as hell. But there is that potential of, Patrick Ewing in Seattle.
Yeah. The big cactus. Shaq in Phoenix.
Yeah.
That was sad. Do they have any young guys in Golden State that could carry them old guys when they do get tired? Because old people get tired.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler.
I forgot Jimmy's on that team.
He has one leg.
I forgot Jimmy's on that team. Is he going to be healthy for the season?
I don't think he'll start the season healthy. They're shooting for like January, February return. tore his ACL in January.
Yeah.
But no, like their young guys are Brandon Pajemski. Like that's Kristaps Porzingis, that's Steph Curry, that's Draymond Green, that's Jimmy Butler, Al Horford.
Be great if Steve Kerr
Al Horford
retiring to play.
Al Horford.
He's one of their young guys.
Al Horford has to be sneaking up on 50.
The Marlins do play tonight. Just to get back to some quick headlines here. The Marlins do play tonight, and Inter Miami is back tonight as well. I had mentioned earlier, just a quick note, that they announced the signing of Casemiro, the Brazilian superstar, but the MLS is investigating Inter Miami over tampering charges because of that process. Your weather.
Why would the MLS investigate, though? Was that guy, did he have rights to another MLS club?
So there's something called discovery rights in the MLS. And by the way, I'm not like an expert in the MLS cap because their entire system to me is outdated, dumb, and it's very complicated. But there is something called discovery rights. And the point of the discovery rights, it's meant to stop teams from negotiating against one another when these marquee players become available, because technically there's a cap in the MLS. And you have what's called DP slots, designated player spots. You're only allowed to have, I believe it's 3 per organization. This isn't like the Yankees who can just go spend whatever they want on a player that's coming from Japan, right? Or the Dodgers. So that the discovery rights keeps teams from just outbidding one another, because you can't do that in the MLS. But the LA Galaxy did have the discovery rights on Casemiro.
I got you.
What I read was that Inter Miami was able to get those rights from the LA Galaxy. I don't know exactly what went on behind the scenes where they were able to get those rights, but you're supposed to acquire those discovery rights prior to contacting the player and signing the player. I guess the MLS is investigating whether Inter Miami did that properly.
Gotcha. Okay.
And if they didn't, then they're either going to be fined. Maybe he'll face some sort of game suspension and be ineligible until X amount of games are served. Who knows what ends up happening? Yeah.
That's interesting.
I mean, get out of your own way, MLS.
I'm telling you.
No joke. I know a lot of people don't care about this, Hoch, but it's so stupid. You have an owner in Jorge Mas who is literally saying, I broke the code here. I made the MLS popular. I brought the greatest player of all time. Our brand, the Inter Miami brand, is one of the most recognizable brands in the world. Our jerseys are the most sold jersey with Leo Messi in the world, rivaling Real Madrid, Barcelona, all the top clubs. But the MLS won't let me spend more money to bring in more marquee players because the owner of the Nashville team is going to be upset that they didn't have the same opportunity. It's so outdated to me.
Yeah, just get out of your own way.
The MLS wants to take over after the World Cup, but hey, we're going to penalize Inter Miami because Jorge Mas wants to spend money and make his team better and bring better players here that more fans are going to be more interested in. It genuinely is the dumbest situation right now in professional sports.
I'm glad, because it didn't make sense to me, but I didn't even know there was something called discovery rights.
Yeah, the MLS cap and all that stuff is just stupid. All right, guys, your weather in South Florida right now, it is 92 degrees. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the upper 80s and a little rainy in parts of South Florida as well. That weather report is brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting. Storm season is coming. Make sure your home is ready. Get your free roof and window estimate today. Visit tornadoroofing.com.
Can't get that corrected, huh? Many times as you pointed out yourself, and you're the one in charge of the copy.
Maybe tomorrow.
I mean, why don't you just update your own copy?
Oh, you know, in a teapot, you could know it's about to start whistling. You were running Solana hot today.
I know. I am like so tickled by myself today, because even that little story where he goes, this is the longest he's ever taken to make a decision, and I interjected with ever, was so annoying. The moment I did it, I'm like, Man, I am on a heater today because I am just pushing buttons left and right, man.
you get hot.
Because I know it's annoying you guys. It has to be annoying you guys as Heat fans who are this much in the mix for the second greatest player of all time. Fine, I'll concede that. And instead of knowing where he's going to go and fantasizing about another big three, we're just waiting for LeBron to make a decision after 3 weeks. I mean, just make a decision, guy. Just announce where you're going. It's not that deep.
How long did it take you to ask your now fiance to marry you?
8 years. Why do you ask?
Quite the non sequitur, huh?
Yeah, pull the trigger, man. Yeah, there you go.
Make a decision, dude. Cheetah Pompano, huge party going on right now at Cheetah Palm Beach. But Cheetah Pompano, I always tell you, great spot to watch a game or a fight. They got 4 stages of entertainment, the most beautiful ladies in South Florida. And of course, Cheetah Pompano has the amazing complimentary gourmet lunch till 3 p.m. every day and happy hour specials till 6. Cheetah Palm Beach, their sister club, having a sexy luau party all day today and tonight. So you head to Cheetah Palm Beach for a day of food, drinks, and good vibes. They've got a roast pig carving station, $5 sex on the beach drink specials, $25 bar tab giveaways, a hula hoop contest with a $100 grand prize, and more. That is going on right now at Cheetah Palm Beach. So what are you waiting for? Get on over there. Every day is a great day at Cheetah Pompano Beach. Today is a special great day at Cheetah Palm Beach. And you can get all the details at cheetahsofl.com.
You're listening to the Hoch, Crowder, and Solana Show.
I notice you guys don't listen to me very much.
What's that?
What'd you say again?
WQAM broadcasting live from the
on this day that changed the fortunes of South Florida hockey, as I mentioned, it was 4 years ago today that the Panthers traded for Matthew Tkachuk. We should probably give thanks for the leadership positions with our sports teams, right? So Bill Zito for the Florida Panthers has been an absolute genius, correct?
Oh my goodness. His small run is matching Pat Riley's long run.
It really is. That's the wealth of talent he has been able to bring here. I mean, just since the Tkachuk trade, right?
Yep.
You can go from Marchand to Brady Tkachuk. I mean, and a million in between. Like, his decision making has been unparalleled. But in that same breath, Pat Riley, again, I made this point when the Giannis thing went down. There are team presidents or general managers who would love to have in their career one press conference that's worthy of being replayed every year, you know, on a certain date. Pat Riley has had press conferences with LeBron, Bosh, Shaq, Jimmy Butler.
Yep.
As much as it pained us at the end, Giannis now, like, his run has been spectacular. I'm not going to put Peter Bendix in that realm, but I will tell you, even in the midst of this losing streak, he seems to have assembled with very tight parameters.
Yes.
Much different parameters than the Panthers and the Heat have been working with. Peter Bendix, with very tight parameters, seems to have assembled a pretty talented Marlins roster.
Young and cheap.
And the question now is, will John Eric Sullivan be able to replicate some of the success that we've seen with the other sports franchises?
And we won't see for another 14 months because we had to wait till he gets his money back from the date cap.
Right. And then we can see where he starts spending it. Like we've seen, again, Jordan Brooks, excellent, but he was already here, right? Devon Achane, excellent, already here. Aaron Brewer, excellent, but what was already here. Again, I think it's a very smart use of their money to give these guys big contracts so that they're going to be here for a while. But the question is, when you look back, again, today especially, when you know that Bill Zito made a trade that I don't think a lot of team presidents would have made, trading the most popular player in the sport in that city for someone that you didn't know.
Yeah.
You know, Matthew Tkachuk was obviously, he was a star in it was Calgary, right? Yeah. But you didn't know if he was going to be able to eclipse what Jonathan Huberdeau meant to the Panthers. And by the way, he eclipsed it in a half of a season. Literally. I mean, but, you know, like, will John Eric Sullivan be able to make the kind of impact on the Dolphins that Bill Zito made on the Panthers?
Had to see. 3 players can't make up a 53-man roster, so he locked in his 3.
What do you think? What's your best guess? What's your gut telling you?
All I can go off of is past successes, and he was in Green Bay, and Green Bay built that team up to be a playoff team. So if he was a part of that, maybe he knows what he's doing.
Solana, what's your gut telling you?
You're not talking this season, right?
No. I'm saying over the long haul. Like Bill Zito's done it again over the long haul. Not as long as Pat Riley, but Bill Zito has a track record of excellence right now. Pat Riley has a track record of excellence that is unparalleled in almost any sport by almost any team president. Maybe unparalleled. I don't know. I'd have to look at at whoever's in that conversation.
Yeah, I think this works out. I think the Dolphins get their first playoff victory. I don't know how many years it'll take, but I think they get their first playoff victory with John Eric Sullivan as their general manager.
I like it.
I don't know. I don't know anything about Jeff Hafley yet. You know what I mean? Like, I've heard him talk. I like what he's saying, but I give credit to Sully right now for making the right signings. I like their draft. I like the way he's trying to build the team. I'm not saying anything against Hafley, but I don't know. Like, we haven't seen him do anything yet.
We were excited about Cam Cameron until we weren't.
That is true. I played something on the podcast with Stu Gatz today, like a song that a caller had made on the Le Batard show years ago. and it was about how excited we were about Cam Cameron. Like, go get Cam Cameron and bring LaDainian Tomlinson with him because this is the guy who's going to change our fortunes.
Offensive guru.
Yeah.
I've said this a couple times, and we had a system issue about a year ago, so maybe the sound's been wiped, but I had saved comments from Channing Crowder leading into that 2007 season talking about Cam Cameron at training camp. And Crowder, you were praising this dude.
Yeah.
We got to play that tomorrow. It is gold.
Yeah.
Knowing what happened, which is your 1-in-15 season.
The fans were excited as well. This
Yeah.
guy was going to be an offensive guru. We were going to be excited. We were going to have an exciting offense.
Loved him. Then the season started, and then I ended up, I think week 8, I cussed him out. Yeah, it took about 2 months. Took about 2 months to swing on old Cam.
Many relationships have a 2-month arc before they go south.
Yeah.
All right. 5 o'clock hour is coming up. No better way to spend a summer day than at Gulfstream Park in beautiful Hallandale Beach. They've got live racing at Gulfstream Park every Saturday, Sunday, and Mondays now, all the way through August 31st. Monday racing will feature weekly on-track giveaways, a $500 drawing, new wagers, food and drink specials, including $3 Mondays at the Silk Simulcast Center. Fans can enjoy $3 cheese pizza slices, $3 soft pretzels, hot dogs, plus enjoy $3 Budweiser drafts at the Breezeway Bar. So Mondays are where it's at. Gulfstream Park. Post time 12:20 on Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays. Also, make plans to attend a Taste at the Track event this summer. Tacos and Tequila is coming up Saturday, July 25th. You can get your tickets online right now. Also, make reservations in 10 Palms Restaurant and enjoy prime seating and dining while overlooking the track. 10 Palms will be open Saturday through Monday during the summer. Reservations are right there for you at GulfstreamPark.com. Gulfstream Park has something new and exciting at 10 Palms as well. Bet and Brunch. It's a wagering tournament. You get to enjoy the 10 Palms buffet. The next Bet and Brunch is Saturday, August 8th. So you enjoy a little brunch and some wagering, live racing, the opportunity to win some incredible prizes and money. Bet and Brunch at Gulfstream Park. You could sign up right now at GulfstreamPark.com. Just click on events. Gulfstream Park, it's perfect for a day of racing and fun. Also a perfect venue for groups, events, and private parties. They host groups from 10 to over 1,000 people. You can get all the details and everything I just talked about right now at GulfstreamPark.com. An all-time banger. Plenty of Styx fans will tell you, no, this song was terrible. I disagree. All-time banger.
Do they have other songs that people know?
Styx? Oh, my God. Lorelei. Lee Sterling went to see Styx up at Coral Sky Amphitheater last week. This band is so good, Styx.
This would hit live for sure.
A lot of people thought this was a sellout. Very 80s robotic, Mr. Roboto. Like they were a rock band. Got a secret I've been hiding under my skin. We ever give this to DBJ? Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto?
I don't think so.
It's hard to say no for sure
I
at this
know.
point. The last thing I have written down for DBJ, I had texted this to you from the movie Declaration of Independence. I know you haven't seen it, but I think it'd be funny if he just looked at Josie and said, I'm going to steal the Declaration of Independence.
It is great. I've never seen the movie, but that seems like it would be great on the air. So if you had asked me on Monday at 2 o'clock, when you get to 5 o'clock on Wednesday, do you still think there will have been no LeBron decision? And I said, absolutely not. You're out of your mind. But here we are. Still no LeBron decision.
It would have surprised you that much. I'm not surprised he's doing this because this is so LeBron. It is. This is LeBron. I love LeBron. I hope he comes here. But this is so LeBron. My last chance to take control, make everything about me.
But it really isn't his last chance. He could do this
every
as
year.
many seasons as he wants.
Yeah.
Never going to get tired of it. All right, let's get headlines here for the 5 o'clock hour on this Wednesday, brought to you by Doral Hyundai. In Miami, we go to the beach for a little solcito, and we want a low price. We say with a Pricito. Save now with your Pricito at Doral Hyundai.
We've addressed it several times, but the Miami Heat YouTube situation has gone mega viral. I have a family member in Peru who texted me, "Is this true?" And that's how you know, like it's just reaching all walks of life.
Well, it's a wild story because that shouldn't happen. Like you should be more buttoned up than that. Whether you believe, and again, I believe, my personal belief, this is based on nothing, no information. My personal belief, LeBron and his camp gave heads up to 4, 5, 6 teams. Hey, probably make a decision by this weekend. Have something ready by next week. Not saying it's you, but have something or have your ducks in a row for when we do make a decision. Be ready by next week. And so the Heat and the Timberwolves and the Sixers and the Warriors, the Cavs, they're all probably behind. This is just my guess. They're all kind of getting ready. And then the Heat accidentally hit publish on that YouTube link, and all hell broke loose.
But wouldn't you schedule a press conference video for when you know a press conference will be held?
Well, I think it's silly to schedule it, even if you knew it was going to be on Monday the 27th. I think it's silly to schedule it on the 21st anyway.
It's ridiculous.
I mean, no one schedules it like that. It's not like you're booking the conference room at your office.
There's no reason to schedule anything an hour unless it's an hour before.
It just makes no sense.
0 cents. But my point is, Hoch, they don't schedule a press conference if they don't believe that a press conference will be in place. Hear me out. Had they posted a graphic, welcome LeBron James, accidentally, because they have it in the drafts ready to go, that I could see as just like, hey, we messed that up. We just had it in the drafts because LeBron may come here. We want to be ready. We want to be on top of it right away. I could see that why you'd have that ready to go. But scheduling a press conference, you have to have a time for the press conference and a date for the press conference.
Could it be something as simple as this? You're the YouTube guy at the Heat. Hey, I call you into my office. Just in case LeBron makes a decision this weekend, how quickly would you be able to get a live YouTube link up? No, I'm not joking. how quickly would you be able to get a live YouTube link up for a press conference? Let's say we held one on Monday. You know exactly how to do it? Let's say whoever had done it for Giannis, maybe they're not there anymore, whatever it is. And I say, do you know how to do it? And you go, yeah, absolutely. And then you go back to your office and you just want to double check. Do I really know how to do this? I'm going to do it on Monday. And you think you're hitting, save or whatever, you accidentally publish it. I mean, could it be something as simple as that? Hey, are you ready? If we end up getting him, that's your department. Are you going to be ready to get us up live on YouTube at a moment's notice? It's plausible. It really is. So I don't think it seems ridiculous to me that LeBron's camp would be this tight-lipped and then tell the Heat, oh, by the way, Monday at 2 p.m. we'll have let's be ready to go Monday at 2 p.m. I think it's going to be much more off the cuff, just like all his past decisions where the teams are essentially finding out the moment that fans are finding out.
I think they were expecting him to announce in the next 24 hours, 48 hours, today, tomorrow, maybe Friday, and they're fully expecting him to be here Monday for a press conference to introduce him returning to the Miami Heat.
But why would you post that link on Tuesday?
I don't know.
For a Monday press conference, it makes no sense. Nobody does that. I'm telling you, it's somebody in their office practicing putting a link up. I'm not kidding you. Just in case.
No, I mean,
it makes sense.
I wouldn't rule anything out at this point, and I understand how that could happen, but it genuinely, as somebody who is constantly posting to YouTube, the idea that the Miami Heat have somebody practicing how to schedule a live stream.
Because it's going to be important.
Right, but no joke. Scheduling a live stream is literally 3 buttons.
But obviously, this person didn't know how to do it.
But how are you the Miami Heat?
Well, that's a whole different question.
And you have somebody monitoring your YouTube channel, which is a massive YouTube channel.
Whole different question.
When all the eyes of the NBA are on you, practicing something as easy as this.
Whole different question. I mean, if you're the Miami Heat, how do you start selling Giannis 34 jerseys when he's wearing number 7?
Yeah, no, I mean, these are two things the Heat never get wrong that they've gotten wrong in the past 2 months.
I mean, if you're Clayton McCullough, how do you pull a pitcher who's pitching a perfect game after 7 innings? Things happen.
Well, if it costs us LeBron, Hoch, I'm telling you. Be some...
If he doesn't come to Miami because they posted a YouTube link, it would be the dumbest thing in the... If all his planning, all his decision-making gets upended because a YouTube link was posted in advance...
This deters him from coming back to South Beach.
How would this deter him?
I'm just saying, Hoch, if it forces him to reconsider coming to Miami, if it was a done deal and he gets upset because he feels like he was he was misled and backstabbed by that, better find out whose fault it was. That's all I'm saying. Better find out. I want a name.
All right.
I'm not going to do anything, but I want a name.
Based on who it is. Maybe you will do something. Maybe it's someone you don't like.
Who, Jimmy?
I knew that they should not have given their YouTube duties to the Golden Oldies. Because they were just asking for trouble.
And then the ensuing screenshots from LinkedIn come out that the Miami Heat had posted a job to run their YouTube. A lot of people were suggesting that was posted. That job posting was this morning, but it wasn't. It was much earlier.
Yeah.
Weeks ago. But that could mean they're struggling in that department right now.
Sure.
That
or whoever they did end up hiring was a bad hire.
All right. Away from YouTube LeBron Gate, the Marlins are trying to end a losing skid tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It has not been going well for the Fish. They've lost 8 straight. They're going to be in Houston today. They're going to end that 3-game series, and then they're back here on Friday. Finally, since before the All-Star break. Are there any good giveaways this weekend?
I don't know. Jimmy, you know?
I do not know. I'll
right.
check it out now.
Let's see. Marlins promotional schedule. Let's see what we got going on, because they've had some great giveaways this season. Let's not kid ourselves. This Saturday, they are giving you an opportunity to pitch the 8th inning if a pitcher has pitched a perfect game through 7.
That's a great promo.
That is a great promo. A lot of teams would do that.
You get the Alex Gonzalez pin on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
It's also Venezuelan Heritage Celebration.
Oh, there we go. Didn't you say Uruguayan Heritage Celebration's coming up?
On August 1st, not with the Marlins, though, at Inter Miami, new stadium.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I mean, if the Marlins want to do a Uruguayan Heritage Day,
they
hit me
better
up,
have
baby.
you as the host.
Hit me up. And then a Javier Sanoja Gold Glove mini bobblehead presented by Leon Medical Centers. That's going to be on Sunday. And alumni selfies as well. Oh, it's Peruvian Heritage Celebration.
Look at that.
Why don't they do a Peruvian Heritage Celebration, not Uruguayan?
Let's see. Oh, they've got a Pokemon Go night coming up on August 7th. Colombian Heritage.
Oh,
cool Columbia jerseys. Have you seen those?
Stadium is going to be slammed.
Isn't your fiance Colombian?
She is.
Did you see the jerseys they're giving away?
I did not.
Saturday, August 8th. Those are
pretty
cool.
fire.
She needs one of those.
Nah, we're good.
Harry Potter night is coming up. That's one of my great impersonations. Harry Potter. Who is that?
Hermione.
All right. I've never seen it. I've never read them. But I do say that. Harry Potter. That's good.
No, that's actually that's perfect.
Dead on.
Women Empowerment Night is August 21st. Well, Jimmy won't be there that night. Jimmy's against that.
I am not against that.
Dominican Heritage Night with Dominican jerseys, August 22nd. Naruto Day is August 23rd.
It's Naruto.
What is that?
Naruto. It's an anime.
MMA.
Anime.
Oh, Jewish Community Celebration is August 23rd. They have Fire Marlins blue and white jerseys with the Star of David.
All right.
That's cool. I'm in on that.
Jimmy's not going to that one either.
You won't see Jimmy at that one either.
Might be interested in the Naruto jerseys.
Puerto Rican Heritage Night coming up. They got some cool nights, man. Josh Beckett mini bobblehead.
You can always count on the Marlins. They'll have some sort of promo to get people out to the ballpark.
Japanese Heritage Celebration. Those are cool jerseys as well. Dontrell mini bobblehead.
Is that when we're playing the Dodgers?
Catholic Night. I wouldn't know what to do.
I'm there.
Nicaraguan Heritage Celebration. I want to get all these Marlins collectible jerseys. I want to wear the Jewish jersey with the Catholic hat. Really confuse people.
What exactly is a Catholic hat?
That's what they're giving away on Catholic Night.
What is it? A baseball cap with,
it's like the
with
Pope's,
a cross on it?
It's like the Pope's.
No way. Get out of here.
Just kidding.
It just says Catholic Night at the
It says
on
Catholic
the
Night on the side, yeah.
Can I come up with something a little better than just a hat that says Catholic Night?
I don't know.
It has a rosary.
Oh, okay.
That's
All right.
cool.
That makes sense.
All right, anything else in the headlines?
Marlins tonight, Inter Miami tonight as well. They've announced Casemiro, in case you missed it. He is the newest member of the Herons, even though MLS is investigating Inter Miami because of potential tampering involved in that acquisition.
All right.
Your weather in South Florida right now, it is 91 degrees. Tonight, the lows are going to drop into the low 80s. It's brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, replacing roofs, roof repairs, maintenance, and hurricane impact windows and doors. Visit tornadoroofing.com. HardRockBet.com.
Zach Gelb is next on Hard Rock Bet. Everyone's invited to the party. Your name is on the list. Sign up with Hard Rock Bet today. Bet $5 on anything. And if it wins, you also score $150 in bonus bet. So winning bet and an extra $150 to bet with. That's how you get the party started. Payable in bonus bets, not a cash offer. If you're still riding the soccer high because the big tournament is over, but you do have Miami hosting Chicago tonight, maybe you like someone to score, someone to get an assist. Maybe you like Miami to have at least 3 goals. However you draw it up, Hard Rock Bet gives you tons of ways to stack your picks into an epic same-game parlay. That is for tonight's match. Now, did you know Hard Rock Bet gives you new promos every single day? So a no-sweat bet, maybe a profit boost, a bonus bet, more. No matter the day or the game, there's always something waiting for you in the app. So open the Hard Rock Bet app right now. See what you've got waiting for you today. A lot of sports fans call this a slow period until football season, but on Hard Rock Bet, it's baseball season. There's games every day, and the action is always right there on Hard Rock Bet. The WNBA's brightest stars take center stage in Chicago this weekend. Even though the All-Star game isn't technically the real thing, you can bet it like it is on Hard Rock Bet. You've got the world's most prestigious cycling race reaching an epic conclusion on Sunday. And maybe you want to back your favorite cyclist or predict a stage winner. Chase your own yellow jersey moment on Hard Rock Bet. And the roar of the engines, the bricks, the checkered flag, one of racing's most iconic weekends is here. Hard Rock Bet is the fastest way to get in on all the action at the Indianapolis Brickyard. Back your favorite drivers, chase the checkered flag, and race your way to the winner's circle on the Hard Rock Bet app. It all starts with you downloading the Hard Rock Bet app right now. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about your gambling? Call or text 1-833-PLAY-WISE.
This is Hoch, Crowder, and Solana.
Jimmy, you know how to make a hot tea?
No, I do not.
You know the ingredients of tea.
Water.